So Joyner obviously came back with another diss track. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I'm from the UK. I gotta rep the home team. But Skepta got murked, bro.
Bro, he got like, I don't know what he's gonna come back with. Like, Joyner, do you know what? Let's talk about the track. Let's talk about the actual track. Are we gonna break the track down?
Yeah.
Bro, the nerve. Do you know what? There's so much things I want to say. Do you know what? I've listened to the track now about, as you say, about at least 10 times now, yeah? Bro, it's the girl saying, "In it."
You know what's so funny? That bit caught me as well, bro.
He's mocking it, bro. Nah, bro.
And he has the cheek to say it ain't a UK-US thing. Come on, man.
Bro. And it's like this time, the first time, I think maybe, you know what? I think it might have been because of his album run and stuff, doing promo. Maybe he didn't take the first one too serious. You know, like if that was a fight, like a boxing fight, you know, first round, that was a feel out round. He was just feeling him out. You know what I'm saying? Skepta went and blew his gasket. You know what I'm saying? With you get me, Joyner Luca, you bastard bars and all them things there. But bro, my man came back out in the second round, Joyner, and just punched him up differently. You know what I'm saying? Punched him up.
And bro, I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
KO. And that's paying also homage as well. The LL Cool J cannabis beat as well. Anyone that knows will know that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let the world know the truth. You don't want me to shine. You study my rhymes and then you let your vocals after mine.
After mine, you know what I'm saying, bro? That's obviously with the boxing thing as well. So then, also, I think I'm hearing it's something to do with Skepta's, one of Skepta's albums covers as well. So I'm not too sure.
What's that?
The boxing as Skepta got on.
Oh yeah, he dropped an album years ago where he
with a boxing cover.
Because he done promo where it was him versus Wiley, and Wiley had blue gloves, he had red gloves, and I think it's called Underground Champ, where he's got like the boxing gloves on.
Okay.
But you said something earlier when I spoke to you. He said something about the blood on the gloves. That was a great analysis, bro. You know that?
Yeah. Obviously the US glove has got the American boxing gloves got all the blood on it. The UK one's clean as a whistle, saying like he ain't done no damage. That was nothing.
Bro, you know what?
Listen, Skepta must have heard that today and said, "Joyner, you bastard."
He's really saying it this time.
Trust me. Hey, listen, that was crazy. Like the audacity, and this is, oh my God. Let me let you talk.
I ain't got nothing to say, bro. I'm just gonna listen to you, bro. When it comes to me, I'm gonna flow.
Yeah. Listen, yeah. The way the song starts and all that stuff, yeah, and the way my man just gets straight into Skepta. He's not playing his time, and then the audacity for me when he went to when the grind beat started, the beat switch when the grind beat started, I said, oh my God. I said, oh my God. I couldn't believe, bro, literally, I was listening to Joyner today and he gave me that. Literally, I was making that you know that. Did you hear what he done over the grind beat, bro?
Bro, he's literally trying to say, if this is what you got, I could do it too. And I could do it better.
Even better.
Even better. I ain't gonna lie. Even better.
Oh my God, bro. Blood, and he mentioned a couple nice things in there. He talked about the whole, you know what? I listened to the song 3 times and I went and watched American people's reactions to it and all that stuff. And I like what, like, Joyner's gone and done his homework and stuff, but a lot of the people reacting, they've done some good reactions out there, but they don't know the full, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like the whole Gigs bar.
Yeah.
He's trying to say, yo, Gigs is saying you're a dickhead.
Yeah. Gigs even said it. Gigs even said it when he was driving. He was like...
But they don't know why. They don't know the whole rant that Gigs had the other day talking about how grime guys and rap guys are two separate entities, two different sports, basically. Do you know what I'm saying? So they don't even know about that. So if they knew about that, then they would know the more importance of that bar. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And obviously the whole Wiley thing as well. Bro, like... and it's the execution, bro.
But you know, I didn't get the Wiley bar. What did he say about Wiley in that bar?
Basically saying like you turn your back on Wiley, you turn your back on Grime, and all them things there. Because
Okay,
remember,
damn, Joyner knows his stuff,
remember,
man.
remember at the time, obviously everything's copacetic now, everything's cool now. But Wiley was beefing Dizzy, and then Skepta went and done a tune with Dizzy. But
Oh, is that what you meant?
Wiley, but Wiley, but then I think I don't know if it was anything to do with that, but they had their little passa because
I thought Wiley got cancelled. I thought it was because of that. Like he didn't really back him after he got cancelled.
Nah, I don't think it's that. Okay. I don't think it's that. It could be, but I don't think it's that. Yeah, and there's a couple little other things I'm forgetting, bro. Them man, the way Joyner raps, yeah, it's just the listening to that, yeah. I've been listening to Joyner for days, from like Louis Capocone days when he's telling the story.
That's how I first heard of him. I first heard of him because of World Star. That song was very popular on World Star. Yeah.
Oh, I heard him, bro. The first time, no, not the first time. Yeah, the first time I heard the guy, yeah, was Gucci Gang.
Oh, for real? Oh, that was a bit after that track.
Oh my God,
the brother,
yeah, he can rap. He can rap. The remix, blood.
He can rap, man.
Have you heard that before?
Of course, I've heard it, bro.
Oh.
Bro, come on, man.
And then I went and started listening to more stuff about him and stuff, and I realized, bro, this guy's got, he's a mad skilled rapper. But it's just that. Yeah, but anyway, let's talk about the diss. I don't know how Skepta's going to come back from this. I don't know what he's going to say. And it just, again, for me personally, it shows the level in skill, in skill gap. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I don't think... Yeah, sorry, go on, brother, go on.
Sorry, no. My Joyner has rapped, out-rapped you on a rap beat. The beat is switched. He's gone into your thing, and then destroyed you on that. Bro, do you know what? When I first listened to the first song, when Joyner dissed Skepta, I'm like, bro, remember I was saying when we first done the other thing, I was saying, Joyner ain't done his homework.
Yeah.
He should have gone and done your homework, done your Reddit.
He did
but when he talked about Skepta wearing women's dresses, I said, finally.
And bro, have you seen that clip of Skepta talking about wearing a woman's dress? He goes, "Oh, you guys got all the nice colors." And growing up, I didn't think there was a difference between girls and boys. And I was thinking, what the hell? You know this? I remember that era. Do you remember a rapper called Lil B? Lil B.
Yeah, come on.
I remember all them grime guys. Well, I remember seeing a video of Chip, Skepta, all them at a party doing the dance he used to do. Remember that dance with swag. They were doing that dance, and when you dip your finger in the pot, and they were doing all them weird dances, And I remember Skepta being highly influenced by Lil B during that period. He started getting all the tattoos like Lil B, his neck tattoos. He literally transformed into like a UK Lil B. So that's when and remember Lil B used to wear women's clothes. Now all of a sudden he's copying Lil B, and he's like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna wear a women's shirt. It's almost like he lost who he was, bro, and just transformed into this.
He came out with an album, I'm Gay. You forgot that?
Bruv, how did you drop that line? Just like that. And your face is so straight.
Bro, do you know what? Nowadays, when people talk about Little B, they talk about him as like a pioneer. Like he was influential in this whole fruity scene that's going on, this whole zesty vibe. Because obviously, he was the first man to start wearing dresses and doing all the stuff that Young Thug went on to do and other rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Skepta was highly influenced by Little B during that period, bro.
Oh, well, I didn't even know.
Bro, anyone who knows that period would agree with me right now. He was literally, he transformed into a UK Little B. Because Little B at that time, see what the UK scene is now, at that time it wasn't. We were just kind of getting 1 million views per artist on YouTube. We're just kind of getting there. We're still coming out of the channel U phase. We're still coming out of the channel U phase. So we're still trying to find our feet on the net. And Little B, obviously, he was very popular and he was getting 1 million views per song. He was a YouTube guy. He was a YouTube, bruv, it was phenomenon. That's what the word I was looking for. I was about to say fanatic, but phenomenon. It's a YouTube phenomenon. So a lot of them were looking at him thinking, oh, damn, if he can like really get a fan base off of this YouTube thing, we can do it too. So I remember Skepta being highly influenced by him during that period, bro. And that was the period when he started wearing the dress, the clothes, and when he had that video where he was like, that interview was like, oh, when he was on a woman's t-shirt, bro, or like a woman's blouse, basically, woman's blouse. Yeah.
And the woman's like, the woman asked him like, no, like,
why are you wearing a woman's blouse?
A woman's thing.
Yeah,
and he's like, oh yeah, like what's the difference? Sort of thing. Rare.
I remember watching that during that period because I lived through that phase in real time. And I remember watching that interview thinking, what is wrong with this guy? What are you doing, bro? I know
bro, I remember watching that as well. And I remember thinking, bro, they got him. They got him. So they got him. Like, I was thinking, bro, my man's been to the Diddy. He's been to the Diddy parties. None of them ones there. Man, they're sliding in the oil and them things there, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Do you know what? In this lot, like, see, like, with everything that's come out, not just Diddy, a lot of celebrities over, like, God knows, a lot of people have been exposed in, like, last 10, 15 years and stuff. Like, me personally, I don't know about, we don't really look at celebrities like we look at them no more, like so high in mind. Maybe some people still do, but I never really looked at them like that anyway.
Yeah.
They eat and shit just like we do.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, but sorry, I lost my point. The whole, sorry, I lost my point. But with the whole Skepta thing, when he started wearing women's dresses and stuff, yeah, I just thinking to myself, bro, like, that's the same. It goes back to the same point I was making last time.
He never wore a dress. He just wore like a blouse, like a woman's kind of like
the dress, blood. He might have had, who knows? Man might have thongs under there, blood. You know what I'm saying, bro? Remember when I swear Cisco did that back in the days and them things there as well.
Cisco never wore a thong, bro. Come on, man, you're getting too far. Cisco never wore a thong. He sang about thongs, but it was women wearing thongs in the video. He never wore a thong.
Oh, bro, bro. A man came out, he was so confident about telling the woman, like, yeah, like, what's the difference, sort of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, did he think he was, did my man think he was going to catch on or something? Like, what did the man them in North London, what was they thinking at that time when they saw?
Boy, listen.
Did anyone go Zara and try and get the same top? You know what I'm saying? Well, God, you know what I'm saying? Man. Like, but when Joyner Lucas mentioned that bar, I was like, yes. You know them ones there, and I forgot. There's a couple of other things that he mentioned in there. But bro, there's actually literally levels to this. Do you know what I remembered the other day as well? Let me take you back to 2010. 2010, yeah. Do you remember when Chris Brown featured on the Chipmunk song?
That was a bad boy
Champion.
That was a bad boy tune.
Champion.
Yeah.
Who out-rapped who?
Chris Brown didn't rap on that, did he?
What?
Did he rap on that? God. I remember him singing on the chorus. I don't remember him rapping.
Blood, he's got the third verse on that, blood.
Oh, for real?
He bodied Chipmunk on that song, blood.
Oh, yeah?
Bro, I remember that was a talk at the time. He bodied Chipmunk.
I don't remember that. To be fair, 2010, I wasn't really paying attention to UK.
That was right after the Rihanna thing. So the verse was about sort of like redemption and forgiveness and all them things. Bro, this verse was fire at the time. Yeah. Bro, he bodied Chipmunk on his own song, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
But can I be honest with you?
If I'm lying, I'm dying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You know what I'm saying? If I'm lying, let people tell you in the comments I'm lying.
The truth is, 2010, I was not listening to like UK kind of like artists like Chip and Skepta and them lot. I don't even listen to Chip Skepta now. I check for Chip. I'm not gonna lie, because I think Chip is a dope lyricist, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But around that time, I wasn't checking for him because I think he was going through that T.I. What's it called again?
Yeah, when he got signed and he went.
Yeah, that phase I didn't like him. I didn't like him during that phase. Yeah. When he had that tune, maybe it's because I'm a Londoner. I didn't like him. I feel like he was trying to. It was a cheesy way of trying to appeal to the UK when already you don't need crossover appeal for us. We really like you. Go and cross over to them, and it didn't really feel right. I feel like he was trying to market the whole "I'm from London" to them, and do you know what I mean? I think. T.I. didn't make him be as organic as he could have been. If T.I. made Chip as organic as he could have been, he would have bust up the USA because he's a lyricist. You know what I'm trying to say? They'll pick out what he's saying. But yeah, I wasn't listening. Back then, I was more into like, you know me, I've always been into like the underground UK scene. Like I've really been to underground UK scene. I was more into that around 2010. I was listening to like, I was listening to like a lot of like underground UK brothers, bro. So I wasn't really checking for the Chips and any of that stuff that was going on. I felt like that period, even Gets kind of was doing kind of like poppy kind of trying to cross over. They're talking about is that the era where they were talking about wearing my Rolex and all the pop songs were coming out? Those like disco songs were coming. So techno songs. I wasn't feeling that era, bro. I wasn't feeling that era.
Yes. That's the same era.
I wasn't feeling that era because these men were bad boy lyricists, but I got it. They had to do those crossover songs, but I felt like record labels were not making them be who they are. Now these guys can say and do whatever they want in any style of rap, and grime, and I like it because they're just lyricists. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Obviously, that's thanks to the internet and people being able to like. Obviously, pages like SBTV Pioneers, rest in peace to Jamal, and all them things there, Link Up TV, and obviously the industry. Nowadays, they literally sign people just off clout.
Yeah.
But them times you could see like the value of certain artists and the kind of noises they was making outside, and you know what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people around that time prospered. You know what I'm saying? Gigs, loads of people prospered during that time, and it's good. But it's kind of gone back to like a slump phase right now, where like only person doing anything is like Central C, really.
To be honest, I think the reason why the scene in the UK now is going for that slump phase is because everyone's become mad successful now. They're not hungry anymore. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That them eras, they were all in the same pot. Yo, how can we make money out of this thing? How can we maximize our profit? Now, a lot of them, they've got serious money now. So that hunger where they'll link up together, you know, in these fucking underground dungeons and be like trying to outbar each other, and that it don't exist anymore. You know, it's like, and they've got to that stage as well where they're so successful that they probably even look down on each other as to who's more successful, who's more rich, and who's driving the best car. And so now it's like it ain't even about like the bars like it used to be. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's not. It's literally about. I mean, they're still barring, but
and due to the success, a lot of people are also deluded in the UK scene as well. Like, a lot of people. They made money, but a lot of people are deluded in terms of like. See, with like the UK, and this is why, like, I obviously I rate. There's quite a few men I rate in the scene and stuff. Yeah, we're meant to be talking about Joyner and thing. I don't know how we got here.
Yeah, bro. You know, we talk, man. We keep it
tryst. There was a time when, like, remember, like, when, for example, when my man from Barking came out. From Barking. Yeah. Remember them times? Everyone was kind of like chasing that kind of sound and trying to do that kind of same kind of beat, and then that's what the UK does. There'll be a sound, whether it's drill, and then all the rappers will go on drill, and everyone will try. Everyone just chases the same. There is no stability in this industry at all. It's literally scraps that people are feeding off of. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, there is no really major figures out here. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like people that's made a little one, two money for themselves and all them things there. That's probably another reason why, like, remember the other day I was saying people don't have no record labels or nothing. Maybe it's because, like, they know the limits. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to, like, maybe, like, I don't know, using all their stuff. When
but bruv, you have to also keep in mind, our pioneers in terms of, like, forget like the Rodney P's and that generation. I'm talking about the generation that came up through Channel U / Link Up TV / SBTV. I don't think they're still confident in being the giants that people perceive them to be. You know what I'm saying? I think in their minds they still think that there's America there and they're all bigger than us, and because they still come over like, bruv, Central C is the biggest thing we've got, and Drake literally had him under his armpit saying, "You guys should be proud of this guy." Like, we don't need you to tell us that. we don't need you to tell us that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, he's trying to sun my man. He's trying to sun him
under the armpit.
Bro, he was trying to sun him. He was like, "I'm so proud of this guy. You should be proud of him." Like, he ain't your little brother, bro. You understand? And I think that's the mentality we still have. We still look to, like, the Americanos as like, yo, like, they're the daddies of this thing. And as much as we're saying we want to clash them, the reason why everyone's so gassed to try and clash them, because we're the little brothers with a point to prove. I don't know if you have an older brother, but there's some stage where your older brother has to learn to back down. Do you understand? He has to learn to walk with you and not in front of you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But and again, this is what we're trying to do.
Going back to the clash, it was stupid people. People with respect didn't come to clash.
Yeah.
Did you hear any credible rappers come to the front to be like,
bro, all I know is this guy called Big Zoo. Is it Big Zoo? Big Zoo? I don't know his name.
Bro.
I've seen his face fan around, but I don't really follow him. I know he's
called Big Zoo.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. His tune was trash, bro. His tune was trash. Bro, I don't even know. And the thing is, he chose Eminem to this. Bro, like, bro, I'll be honest with you, You see,
that must have been Bance.
Yeah, who knows? Because I don't know. He strikes me as a comedian. He strikes me as someone that doesn't really take himself too seriously. Like he's a bit of a light-hearted kind of figure. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know what he's like in real life, but I know he's a celebrity, so that might be his thing. And I felt like he put that character into his music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I didn't take it seriously.
He used to do. I think he used to do music and stuff back in the days and stuff.
Is he a chef? What is he? Is he a chef? Is he a famous chef or something? What is he?
Yeah, but he came up from the music scene.
All right.
Yeah, but he came up from the music scene and then he made it in TV, and I think he's got like investments in like, I think he's, obviously that can of water, drip or whatever.
Yeah.
In a gold can.
I saw him holding it in the video. I saw him saying 30 million sold. He was saying something like a big figure that he had sold in the drink. So
I think that he's got something to do with that. It might be his water or whatever. Yeah. So he's done like good business and done that. But as for the music, bravo for that, yeah. But as for the music, yeah, bro, that is arse water, blood. It's just like, what is that, blood? It's just like no wonder his music career didn't really blossom like that. You know them ones there, like not even taking a mic or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's trash, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was he trying to do? He actually sat down, wrote this, and thought, yeah, this is good. This is good.
Eminem's gonna be scared of me.
Yeah. He went to the studio. The engineer said, "You ready?"
Pressure
he got his bars, and the engineer said to him, "Yeah, blood, I think the people are gonna feel this." You know,
the engineer was thinking, "I can pay my rent. I can pay my rent."
And then the engineer said to him, "I feel that people are gonna feel this. You know, yeah, that's gonna be £50 an hour." He was here for 4 hours. Let me get my 2 bills. But I'm just trying to get his pleased. He don't really mean that. You know that one saying, bro. And then after that, he went and done a video. The video man's like, yeah, blood, I think this is gonna hit, you know.
You're gonna be fake.
The video man was probably putting the tag like, yeah, blood, this is good, blood. I think this was the land still. You know that one thing. What? Man said, what? You giving me what? Is it check or PayPal? Is it check or PayPal?
The guy who edited the video. He must be.
Everybody, all the people let him do that. They all let him do that, yeah. Even when he went to upload it, like, yeah, bro.
Bruv, you know, I always wonder sometimes, do these people have friends who are genuinely real with them, bro?
It's crazy.
Did everyone in his camp really think Eminem was gonna Oh my god! And you know what's so funny? You heard about my man Mike Righteous. Yes. He gunned Big Zoo. Yeah, he gunned Big Zoo for that. He was like, "What the hell are you thinking, bro?" Do you know what I mean? See, Mike Righteous, he's a dope lyricist.
That came up on my YouTube yesterday, and I did listen to it. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot better than what my man done.
No, Mike Righteous never dissed Eminem. He dissed Big Zoo for dissing Eminem.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot better than what as a diss track. Because what the hell was that? What Big Zoo was doing?
That's a joke.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a joke.
Blood, them man, they need to get back in the kitchen. Them kind of bars, I was slapping with a spatula. No, them ones there, blood,
bro.
My man shouldn't be doing them kind of things. That's the idiot thing. Go put back on your apron and a little white hat. And
Mike Righteous, that's a dope lyricist. I like Mike Righteous. He spits venom. He's got that passion, that venom. Do you know what I mean, bro? Do you know who? Do you know who if they had gone up in the clash with Joyner Lucas, would have been on top? I've heard of a rapper called what's his name? He used to be signed to a record label back in the days, an underground record label called High Focus. Ocean Wisdom. You ain't heard, bruv. After we have this conversation,
what UK guy?
UK, bro. The boy is a beast, bruv.
Okay,
he's a beast, bro. He's got tunes with Method Man. He's got tunes with Dizzy Rascal. He's got tunes of he's got tunes of I think Redman. He's got tunes of quite a lot of people, bro. And when I say like he literally is either on par or bodying these guys, bro.
Okay,
this boy can rap, double time, you name it, grime, hip hop, drum and bass. He's just he's got flow, he's got patterns, he's got delivery, his voice has presence. Like he's a proper artist, bro. And I feel as if, bro, I feel as if there's a lot of rappers who in this talk about, look, I'm not saying I want UK to go against to have a clash of America, but if that door has been opened because certain people have invited that kind of energy, the right people need to be stepping through that door. Skepta was not meant to step through that door, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, but I couldn't even defend the tunes he put out. If an American said to me, yo, you rock with that? I can't even, like, for the sake of just representing UK, I can't say, yeah, I can't. I can't, bro. Like, his first one, I don't think he even dented the guy's fucking armor. The second one, I don't think he even precisely aimed at the guy's armor. He missed the mark. Do you understand? And even Joyner's first diss track, it was like, okay, you know, it's better than Skepta's, but it wasn't that great, but it's definitely better than Skepta's. This one, if he comes up with a third round, I don't know what he's going to do in the third round. If he's done this, but I think he's done a lot of damage to Skepta's armor. I think the armor's probably even fallen off on Skepta. But by the third round, bro, I think Skepta might as well just put his sword down and walk the other way, man.
This is what I was going to say. I bet Skepta don't do no more tracks because, bro, like, there's literally, apart from maybe one or two man, like there's nobody listening to that Skepta thinking, yo, blood, that's fire still. Like, yo, that's flame still. That must have burned his tongue. Like, that was fire still. Like, I don't think any.
You know, the only bit I liked was the intro. He goes, when he had the football chanting. The football chanting, the geezers. That's the only bit I like. You bastard! Joyner, you bastard! That was it, bro. That was it. But I can't, you know, actually, let me not tell a lie. He sounded like he stepped up his flow a little bit, but he never said nothing that was potent and was hitting. It was just like, okay, your flow's getting better, and that's it. Do you understand? That's it.
And he should have done something clever, like, I don't know, maybe he took one of like Joyner's songs and remixed it. See how Joyner came on the grind beat and, you know what I'm saying? And just maybe like, come to his field and try to do something. You're still doing it on grime, and he's still outdoing you on grime. Like, it's just, bro.
You know,
I feel like
I love that.
Go on.
No. You feel like going. I want to hear what you're gonna say.
I feel like Skepta better not come back because at this point he's just a laughing stock.
I agree 100%.
That's what I think, but I could be wrong.
You know, I think there's a great divide in the UK right now when it comes to how we're perceiving this battle. There are those, Skepta has a fan base. Like I said, he's one of those artists that's got his thing. There are those that will say Skepta is winning. But I think those are true fans of Skepta who probably don't even understand lyricism. So they're not looking at someone like Joyner Lucas. See, now that's the other divide. Those of us who grew up on lyricism, we can't just let it go. We can't just shut off our ears, reprogram ourselves, and just love someone for the sake of loving someone. You know what I'm trying to say? Our loyalty is to lyricism. And my loyalty is, right now, my loyalty is to the winner. It's the art. It's the winner who's lyrically and coming with punchlines, deliveries, and those potent lines when you think, ooh, that's a bit like when he flipped the whole Eminem thing, goes, you want to call me the black stan? I'll take that as a compliment. I wear it as a badge of honor. But that lyric there,
220 million.
Yeah, you know bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know, and he said a lot of things when he said, what did he say, bro? You know, it's because it's obviously I've listened to it a few times. There's certain bits I remember, certain bits I don't remember, but all throughout the song, he said a lot of things where I was like, what can I say? You know what I mean? Like, the guy, he's a dope lyricist. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He knows how to really hit.
He said something like about, you think you're the big smoke, you're not even a little weed bud or something like that.
Something like that.
Bro, just see, like, real talk. If we were just to forget everything he said in that song, and just took the flow, the delivery, the execution, oh my God. Skepta, don't even disrespect yourself and just applaud the guy and raise your hat to him. Because I don't care. It's just stupidity. Because you know what? As MCs ourselves, bro, man knows levels. You know, like, when you hear certain man, like most MCs in the UK, I think to myself, they're trash, man. But then I'll hear someone like Gets, and I'm like, oh my God. I hear someone like Dave, I'm like, oh my God. I hear someone like Rich, I'm like, oh my God. You hear some people, like, oh,
don't forget my man. What's his name? What's my man's name? The one who's gone to America. He's doing big things as an actor. Bashi. Bashy.
Bashy, yes,
Bashy's a
yes.
lyricist.
But Bashy is not a lyricist. I don't think Bashy's a lyricist like that. He's just more of a like see Bashy, yeah. Bashy's a bad one because obviously we're both Northwest guys as well. You know what I'm saying? So
gotta rep.
You got
me personally.
I still listen to Bashy's Chopper Chop mixtape from back in the days.
I never heard that mixtape, man. I remember seeing it around, but never heard it. No, never heard it, man. I remember seeing it around because I remember he had the big lollipop on it. But I thought, right, he got sponsored. He actually got like permission to use it. That was big. That was the big, bro. Them times that was massive, bro. Do you understand? But me personally, I think Bashy's a lyricist, bro. I think Bashy's a lyricist. I heard his new album and bro, he plays with words on a different level, bro. Only because, bro, listen to his new album, man. Listen to his new album. His latest album came out last year. I forget what it's called.
You to Bashy, for me, it's more about the presence, the delivery, and just like how he punches a beat and them things there. It's more about because like obviously when you listen to like, for example, we listen to a song like Black Boys. Black Boys.
Bro, you don't think he was barring on that tune? You don't think he was barring on Black Boys all the way back then, 10, 15 years ago? You don't think he was barring on that?
But no, he was, but there's no real, for me, when you listen to the song, it was barring, he was saying important things, but he wasn't really rhyming, and there was no real cohesion.
Bro.
Really, we're linking up soon, innit? We're going to sit down and listen to it. I'm going to say, bro, how does this word rhyme with this word? Or, bro, real talk. Like, for me personally, it's a powerful, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to take anything
No, I know you're not. Yeah.
Like powerful message and everything. Like I don't want to go too much into like that and take away from the song. It was a powerful song, but I have never looked at Bashy as like I said, bro. Like I go back to even someone like Dave, bro. I hear Dave and I'm like,
Dave, bro. Okay. Let's get one thing straight. I think Bashy's a lyricist. I'm not saying that I think Bashy's one of the greatest lyricists, but he's a lyricist. I like his stuff. But when we're talking about Dave, this is when, like I said, remember I said to you in the last time we spoke, I said to you, there's a difference between processing someone's skills and emotionally taking in someone's skills. Like when you talk about Dave, my emotions kick in. I can't control my thoughts. It's just like, yo, this dude, like, bro, like Dave is someone who, bro, I swear to God, he was just meant to be where he is, bro.
What do you think of Fredo?
Fredo, I think Fredo reminds me of Giggs. He's got his thing, which is he appeals to the streets. Do you understand? He appeals to the streets.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Let me finish. Okay. Let me finish. I think he's a good rapper, but he don't say stuff that makes me go ooh, because I don't care about the streets. I'm not a street guy. So you could talk about how much money you got, how much you do. It don't matter to me. I'm trying to hear your bars. Do you understand me? Like if you look at someone like me, I listen to a lot of street rappers. I listen to what's my man's name? Conway the Machine and his cousin. What's his cousin's name again? What's Benny the Butcher, right? These are street guys who rap, but they're lyrical. So I don't care what they're talking about. I'm just processing the lyrics like, yo, that was hard. You understand? I don't get that from Fredo.
Oh yeah. No. But we're talking UK levels now. This is what I'm saying. We can't compare our levels to their levels. Like literally, like I said last time, there's guys literally like crackheads in their local street corner.
Do you remember Eastside Crackhead from World Star? Eastside Crackhead from World Star. No. He was an old man, bro, and he could rap. He was a crackhead, but he could rap, bro. He's a crackhead. Oh my god, this guy could rap.
So I was watching. You know, Drewski does that. Could have been records thing on YouTube. Bro, I watched that. I'm not gonna lie. Drewski is a funny brother. I watched that, and I can't remember what state he went to. He went to one state, and one of the brothers, it was a mad youth blood. They actually dashed him out in the end, but bro. He was rapping, but he started rapping so passionately, he started crying and all that stuff, Because I think he'd been through a lot. But bro, he said some bars, blood. I've gone back to watch that same clip back at least 20 times, bro. The guy had bars. And this guy got dashed down because he was like a madman. The bars, even when I went in the comments, people were like, oh my God, that guy was spitting some fight. You know them ones there, blood. And that's just a random madman, you know. Like I'm saying,
random guy,
no Dave, no Fredo, no nothing. So when I'm talking like Fredo as in nice, I'm not talking about Do you know what? I always like, because I used to be a rapper, yeah, I always try to compare man to myself and all them things there, but I'm going to take that hat off. But I'm just talking about UK level and stuff, yeah? Fredo, from where I remember when Fredo came out, his first song, Day in 100 or something like that. I remember, yeah. But for me, he's improved a lot. He's still, you can't compare him to Gigs, in my opinion, because he says a lot more. You listen to a Fredo album, like for example, the Third Avenue album. I ain't listen to all of it. I listen to some of it. You can hear his story and some of that.
There's a tune he dropped that I really like. That one where he's talking about Andrew Tate.
Top G.
That's hard. That tune was hard. That tune was hard. That tune was hard. I ain't gonna lie. That tune was hard.
Yeah,
that tune was hard.
Top G. But obviously, would you say? I'm trying to think who else, because I can't get Dave out of my head. I'm trying to think who else have we got that's nice. The UK is kind of dry for rap, you know.
Who can I think of? You know, me personally, yeah, one of the best lyricists in this country is Kai's.
What,
Giggs' guy. I don't know. There's something about Kai's when he raps here. I'm just like, man, I wish this guy like was just drop more. He's just dope, man. He's just dope. I'm sorry, but and he's so effortless with it, bro. He's so effortless with it. Like he doesn't even try. Do you know what I mean? It's just I just rap, you know what I mean? You know, I wish that. And then I really like Young Tef. Young Tef to me is like that guy. He says it, and when he says it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah,
he's Young Tef.
You know who else is? I tell you who's a good rapper, and he's got that effortless kind of like I'm just talented kind of vibe as well. I always forget his name. He rolls with Young Tef, I think. I think he rolls with Young Tef. He's got that like calm flow, man.
Boost.
Nah, not Boost. Boost is dope. This one I'm talking about,
not Rimsey. Oh.
No, Rimsey. I like Rimsey actually. No, but this one, there's something about this one. What's his name? Is it Young Monster or something like that? Oh, damn. He got like a nasal kind of voice, but he sounds a bit like Snoop Dogg. He's calm like Snoop Dogg with the flow as well. I've forgotten his name.
What? Not Clavish.
Not Clavish. No. This one he's kind of coming back. He was big back in the days, and he's coming back.
Oh, okay.
He's got tunes. He just released a tune recently with who's the guy that he released a tune with? I forgot his name. When it comes to me, I'll put it across the screen, man. Hopefully I'll remember.
See, I just realized as we were just talking as well, the problem with the UK scene as well is like we don't have a scene that's actually proper dedicated, and this is the reason why like the grime scene is bigger than the rap scene in this country, because someone like Wiley and all the people connected to that, they really curated that scene. They built it from ground up and them things there. Wiley used to have the side widener dances and all them things there. They used to do a lot. They done the clashes. Remember Lord of the Decks, Lord of the Mics and all them things there. It was all grime based, what they used to call it garage and stuff back then.
Can I be honest with you, yeah?
UK's never had that really.
Can I be honest with you?
Man used to go deal real back in the days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oi! This is what I'm saying. This is how man's foundation goes. I used to go deal real.
I used to go deal real all the time. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back when, listen. Do you know who I used to look at them times? Yeah, man's all a political journalist them times. Low Key was a beast.
Low Key is a monster.
What a beast.
Low Key's a monster, bro.
Man used to rap. I used to watch Low Key and be like, yeah, man's nice.
Natural,
and he used to look at me like, yeah,
natural.
Man's nice.
Yeah.
You know them ones there, man.
Yeah. Low Key's a monster, bro.
Street.
Yeah, Low Key's a monster.
Sorry.
And what I like about Low Key, he can do anything. He's on the political team. He can clash you. He can battle you. Remember that time when he destroyed Getz? When him and Getz were going back to back, and he destroyed Getz. Yes. Even Getz had to give him his respect and be like, you know what?
Do you remember when he was him and the other? I always forget the other brother's name when they was in a group called Poisonous Poets.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was Reveal, Doc Brown, Tony D, Therapist, Styler. And him, Low Key. Yeah. You're thinking. There was loads of them. You're thinking of New World Order. That was him and Logic. He had another
not
group.
Logic. Not Logic. There was a fat brother, like it was a
Reveal, bro. Reveal, bro. No, you see Reveal.
Reveal was a bad boy rapper.
You see Reveal. I learnt how to rap by hanging around with Reveal. Because I always knew how to rap. But when I met Reveal, my sword got sharpened on a different level, bro. Do you understand? Because he was one of those friends that would say to me, no, bruv, that's not good. You need to do this. And bruv, I looked up to him lyrically. I looked up to him because that guy, he's a monster, bro. That guy used to battle people. He battled Cool G Rap. He battled Evidence. He just battled anyone that came to the UK. He didn't care. I remember one time Reveal, we turned up to Evidence from Dilated Pupils. This was around 2001, 2002. He came to perform in London, and Reveal got invited to the hotel to come and chill with them before they went to the show. And he started battling the guy. The guy got vexed and told Reveal to get out. Because Reveal murked him, bro.
Shit.
Yeah, Reveal murked him, bro. Reveal murked him differently. The guy got angry, bro. And I remember they had a little beef outside, and Reveal pulled out something. You know what I'm trying to say? And his security were just confused. And we got kicked out, man, because he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it, bro. That Reveal's one of those lyricists, like, you see, even that's another part of the discussion where it's like, think of all the people who are no longer kind of like pursuing music. But even they, if they made a comeback, they could have destroyed Joyner Lucas, bro. Do you understand? But they're just busy doing other things. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you said something earlier, and I wanted to touch on what you said. You talked about the grime scene and the UK scene in terms of like why it is that grime's a lot bigger. Yeah, bro. It's all, every road leads to Wiley, bro. All roads lead to Wiley. And I'll tell you why grime became big. Wiley brought in everyone. He brought in Chipmunk. He brought in Boy Better Know. Bruv, Wiley, look, let me tell you this now.
Everybody.
When I used to do music, right? Who knows, I might start doing it again. But when I used to do music, you name it, bro. You name it. He brought in everyone. He brought in everyone. He would just take them to radio with him. He would just jump on a tune with them. One thing about Wiley, which I noticed, when I used to do music, I used to record in the studio in East London, right? It was in Tower Hamlet. Is that East London, Tower Hamlet? I don't even know that. I think Tower Hamlet is East London.
Man's not good with the geography.
I'll be honest with you. If you just put it in the sat nav and I'm there. I remember I went to the studio and Wiley just gave his mobile award to the guy, the engineer.
Okay.
Wiley's one of those people, he is a selfless human being. From what I gather from people I know who are connected to him, the way they talk about him is that he don't even care if you're bigger or smaller who'll do a song with you. You could be just coming out from your first song in your bedroom, he'll do a song with you. He's a selfless man. Everyone's success in grime leads to Wiley. And that's why the grime scene was bigger, because he was bringing people in. The UK hip-hop scene, we weren't bringing each other in. We were at each other's throats.
But there was no figure like Wiley. And even if there was, for example, no shots, you know what I'm saying? No shade or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when there was, like, let's just say when Giggs came in, who did he bring? All right, let's just say
he brought in the whole SN1. He brought in his people, but they just kept catching. They kept catching cases. Remember, Kai's went to prison for like 10 years. Booth went to prison for like a lot of years. Remember, he brought in his people, bro. You can't deny that. Remember his brother, who wasn't even that good of a lyricist, and he brought him in.
But the difference is Wiley was bringing people from different ends.
Yeah, but that's his nature though. But Giggs did bring in his people though. We can't deny that, bro. Even people
but I think that's why grime was bigger, because Wiley touched all the different ends. Yeah,
exactly. So therefore they bring in and they bring in. Yeah. Which is true. Which is very, very true. But also don't forget
that reach there would have made it would have made the music.
But don't forget though, bro, Giggs said one thing when Giggs was in that video where he's driving, talking about the difference between grime and hip-hop. He said rappers were the real bad boys and grime weren't really the bad boys, right? And I get why he said that, because you look at grime, they were from all different ends hanging out with each other. Don't forget, a lot of these rappers had beef with people just down the road from them, bro. Don't forget that. Don't forget that Peckham and the other ends weren't really getting along back in those days, but yet they all had bubbling artists. Angel Town had a lot of artists. The Peckham guys had a lot of artists, but they couldn't really collaborate like that. And even when they did, it was like one or two of them, because they didn't want to like kind of, cross that line too much, because obviously they've lost people. Do you understand? So don't forget the rap scene.
I do get what he means. Because like in general, most of the rappers that I know in general, they're about that life.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So how can you bring people in when he might have done your cousin something? He might have, You understand? You might, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, come on, man.
I feel like back those times you could have, because bro, I used to my studio was in South London. I used to go over to go recording them things stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, man used to go to bare ends. I've got songs of bare man from different ends, east, south, and all them things there.
Yeah.
That's how it was. But there was no figurehead who was the main person to bring everybody
but that's what I'm trying to
together.
say, because those figureheads, they couldn't do that because a lot of them had beef with a lot of people, bro. You understand?
But I think it could have been it could have been worked out for the sake of the bigger cause.
Not really, bro. They still had that street mentality. Only now because they're mad successful. Like, look at Snoop Dogg.
Mind you, back then times, I always say back in the days was a lot more like wickeder than today.
I'll give you a perfect example, yeah. Look at Snoop Dogg. When I was a kid, it didn't even cross my mind he was signed to a Blood. Snoop is a Crip. He was signed to Suge Knight, who was a Blood. Because there was music in that game in America, because remember, their industry had progressed a lot further back then. You know, so they could put aside those petty differences and say, yo, okay, you're a Blood, I'm a Crip, it doesn't matter, we're gonna make this money. You understand? So even look at what's it called, Ice Cube, when he had the West Side Connection. Mac 10, if I'm not mistaken, Mac 10's a Blood, right? If I'm not mistaken, or is he a Crip? I don't know. But either way, him and WC were from two different gangs, bro. And
to be honest, in America, what I've noticed with all those gang things, I've noticed the only color they bang is the green. Color of the dollar.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Because they saw money in that industry. So but in the UK, how can this guy who's a gangbanger, he's just now getting his foot in the door, he ain't making that much money, how's he now gonna bring in people who probably wanted him killed just 2 weeks ago? Only now, because they see there's money in it, it's more likely that now you see different sets and different like street guys wanting to collaborate with each other because they're like, look, there's money's been made here, but we haven't fully got there yet.
Shout out to Skrilla Kids back in the days.
Oh man, you know one thing I love them.
Wait, you know what? I'll keep it real right now. Those are the guys I used to watch in the
ends. For real.
I'm not gonna lie. I need to be like these guys.
For real. Skrilla Kids.
They were literally the Skrilla Kids,
bro. You know what? Those guys, yeah. They need to make a documentary because people don't know. They don't know, bro. They set the levels. Nobody was moving the way they were moving back those. And then you had his older brother with Sun Cycle. No one was moving like that. I remember seeing their posters everywhere when I was in school. 1997, I remember seeing their posters everywhere, all over Northwest London, bro. And thinking, how are they doing that? You understand?
Nath used to come through the ends and sell whips that nobody's even seen before. You know, like the first man to have it in the ends and all them things there. Like
watches nobody's seen before. Chains nobody's seen before.
Jewels no one's seen
before.
That was one of the first. You know, like when they do like UK documentary. All right, you know what? I know Birmingham and them, but I'm talking about London. I know and stuff. Yeah. When they do it back here, they'll always say Northwest man was like one of the first pioneers of like bringing this American.
Yeah. We was really on that No Limit. We was really on that Mob Deep. We loved East Coast.
Nath had custom 3D chains iced out back in the days and them things there. Spend bands on it, and you know them ones there from back in the day and them things there. Obviously, everyone's doing it now, but. That like 25 years ago. You know them ones there.
And bruv, you know, so funny. While they were doing it, I was hearing about the guys in East and North, and they all had their versions of the Skrilla Kids and all those guys. Yeah. And they were iced out. Like I remember like watching a DVD. I think this was like early 90s or early 2000s. Sorry, late 90s or early 2000s. Yeah, when I first heard of Mashtown, and they had the LF chain all the way back then, bro. All the way back then, early 2000s or late 90s, I can't remember what it was. And that's when I realized, there's certain people who have really, and then obviously you had North Star as well, with their big ass chains and that. You understand? There was a lot of people who really like did it to the level that these guys are doing it now, all the way back then. You understand? Yeah. But the scene, like I said, this was their money. This wasn't the music money, this was their money.
Even if you go back here, I swear to God, Channel U days here, I don't know anybody who had better video than Skrilla Kids. Think about it.
Pudgy figures.
Oh,
Pudgy figures.
Oh my God.
Don't forget Pudgy, bro. Don't forget Pudgy. And Pudgy.
You know what? Podgy was the final boss. That's the
Yeah.
final boss. That was Channel U
Remember
final
when he
boss.
came through with the
That's the
cigar,
final boss.
the white hat,
Boy,
and the
listen,
white shirt.
with a big. Listen, the portion and things.
It's funny the way you described it. It was the final boss look. It was the final boss look, man. Yeah,
Don't forget about
bro.
Podgy
Don't forget
figures.
his second video. He shot that in Spain, bro. He shot that in Spain, bro. With the Egyptian cotton shirt and the cigar in his hand, and the wind is just blowing. He's just there in Spain. I'm like, how are you doing this?
We used to watch that them times and be like, this guy's fucking rich.
Yeah.
This guy's rich. We all remember.
And no, it's because he wasn't too far from our ends. He was in West, yeah.
Just up the road.
You would hear legendary stories of these people, and you're like, just up the road. But I'm hearing a lot about this guy. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. From the man from them ends that I used to hear about this guy, he was a legend, bro. He was a myth, blood. Man used to be like, bro, this guy come through in a Porsche, Ferrari. This guy got mad whips. Man saying, bro, his money's longer than a limo. You know, like different. His money's long. You know, like that's what man used to say, bro. And bro, yeah, bro. That I forgot about him still. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Well, we go back into like, we need to do a show where like, man go back into like them days and stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of people at our generation like to like.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. That's why I say, look, I just like the fact that we just keep it real because, look, a lot of people, they're not having the conversations like the fly on the wall conversations. They just don't want to be real to themselves. Like me, I just say it as it is. I've always been that way. Even if I'm talking about African history, no matter what I'm talking about, I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying. It's the truth. It's the truth. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You know? And another thing as well that I like about our conversations is we're not gunning nobody because we're going to give them their credit for what we like them for. And what we don't like them for, we'll mention as well. Whereas some people, they'll just diss people and it's like, where's that coming from? You understand? Like, where's that coming from? This is just real stuff. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's like one of the clips you put up. Someone put up something saying, "Oh, I sound like a hater. How can I be disregarding what someone's done and all that?" Well, how am I disregarding anything they've done? Like people still getting their flowers. But hey, we're living in a generation today. Like, I think as a human race, as a generation, as a people, I think we're heading in like a dangerous place, a place where like you're not even allowed to express yourself no more. You know, like back in the day, like this freedom of speech, you used to get policed and stuff by like the higher ups and stuff, but now it's being policed by normal people on social media. You can't say that, you can't do this, all them things. Just shut up. What do you mean I can't say that? You know them ones there. I remember like me and my brothers was on the train and we were just talking and I just said, I said a word, just normal word to me, like me and you, but my brother's like, bro, you can't say that out loud in public. I'm like, why?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm like, what is that, bro? He's like, bro. I'm so shocked, like. I'm not even offending anyone. I'm not saying, oh, that person is this. It was just, the word was in the context of the conversation we was having. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, listen, man, there's nothing I loved more back in the days when you go barbershop and everyone's just talking about that topic of discussion and the realness and the passion and I love that, bro. I love that, bro. Do you understand? So
even though enough of them yard man in the barbershop chat bare shit, I like it still. You know, you come in there, but it's like, yo, you know what, send me now 7 baby mothers, you know, and you get the next one, try to top it. What? Yeah, 20 baby mothers. How you mean? Now, one in a Spain, one on the family. And you're here, one in house and asking me for a flipping chip for a cigarette. Waste, man. No, that one there. Like, but no, I love the barbershop. I love it still. When I'm going there, man, loves it still. I love it still. No, that one's there. I love the man chat shit. And obviously, you can get the man that in the barbershop, you get the real guy. It's like, you know, like the film, The Barbershop. You get the real guy, you get the clown, you get the top guy.
You get the gallus, you get the,
you get the gallus, the local bad man, and then things there. Like,
and they all got different opinions. So when them conversations are flowing, the next man's like, on different hype, you're like, bro, it's not that deep, but that's his vibe. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just the realness, bro. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I love realness, man. I love realness, man. But bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. Yeah. Going back to the topic.
That's what I was gonna say. Go back to the topic.
No, let me hear what you was gonna say.
No, I was gonna say, going back to the topic, I hope this whole UK US thing just dies now. It's It's pointless. Nobody, the whole of the UK is entertaining it, and only Joyner's entertaining from the US.
Can you imagine that, bro? Can you imagine that? That's why I said, because we always see ourselves, bruv. It's a psychological thing. You have to remember, these guys have been legends. All these kids, all these guys who are rapping now, yeah, their older brothers, their uncles, their dads. These are all generations that have grown up on American hip hop.
Yes.
Like, we literally are borrowing their culture. I don't care what nobody says. No matter how much we crossbreed and how much we like mix up and fuse different sounds, it's always gonna have that skeleton, that foundation of American hip hop. And we see these legends, we see their lifestyle, we see just how impactful they are, how much influence they've got. Bruv, naturally, psychologically, you know you're not there. You know you're not there. No matter how much you try and convince yourself, you know you're not there. That's their domain. We have our little pocket, and it's growing and growing and growing and growing. But now's not the right time to be gunning for the Americans. I think what Skepta's done now with Joyner, if it is staged, which I believe it is, this is now going to bridge a few gaps for us. It's going to create a few bridges for us, like, to really kind of get that, and everything that Gigs is doing, everything that Central C is doing, that's helping as well. So I think we should have grown organically and not really let Skepta and him diss each other. What's all the other people jumping in for and making diss tracks? And to me, I thought that was just clown. That was clown stuff. But Skepta and Joyner, I think Skepta was the wrong guy, but I don't think it was a clown move. I think he was not the guy that should have done that. It should have been, me personally, it should have been Chip.
Yeah.
It should have been Chip.
He Skepta, he started off as a DJ, innit?
I'll be honest with you, you told me that last time. I never knew. I thought he started off as a grime artist, and now he's a rapper.
As a DJ. I think as a DJ. I think Skepta, like, again, before I say what I say, legendary status, beautiful, where he's at, where he's got to, dating women in Hollywood, wearing fruity dresses. Beautiful, lovely level.
He never wore a dress, man. He wore a blouse.
Well,
I'm not defending it, but it wasn't a dress, though. It wasn't like a skirt or anything. It was like a top, a woman's top.
But we only saw the top bit. We didn't know if it went down to the...
Come on, man. I don't think you went that far, bro. We're ain't on that level yet where we could take crazy moves like what's his name, Young Thug. We're on that level yet.
Oh no,
but it will come.
All right, cool.
Bro. Sorry to cut you. I just remembered something. Have you ever heard that song by Raskaz and Killer Priest? What part of the game is that? What part of the game is that? Do you remember that bit when Raskaz goes?
The View of Masada is one of my best albums ever. Come on, View from Masada.
And you know what's so funny? His first album, which was Heavy Mental, bro. That album's on repeat. But bro,
even a Horseman album. Are you mad?
But that was quite recent though. But let me touch on one lyric that Raskaz had on that song. What part of the game is that? He goes, if next week the new fad was hip hop drags, you find a lot of these rap niggas in drag. Believe that. And that was in 1999, bro.
Yeah, and then you saw Young Thug and all these guys and what they do. Lil Uzi,
Drake painting his fingernails. People started painting.
Yeah,
bro. People will follow. People,
that's what Drake does.
Oh, bro. Every time Drake takes a selfie in the mirror, I just think you were born in the wrong body, bro. Like, there's nothing. He's born in the wrong body.
Every time I see this brother, I literally get that quote from Black Panther saying, "Is this your king?" Your king. You know when my man mashed up Black Panther and he's asking him, is this your king? You know that one's there. This is what I'm saying. When I say this guy's the GOAT because he's got Michael Jackson numbers and all that, I'm like, this guy.
Bro, can I be real? With Drake, I feel as if Drake, he found his lane. The ladies love him. And because of his success and him affiliating himself with some of those Toronto gangsters, he kind of started to think he was a gangster himself. So a lot of man, they give him a bly, but they know that's not him. If you see some of his early interviews, bro, he's a good kid, man. He's a good guy, boy, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think his insecurity made him want to like affiliate himself with more of a street kind of vibe, you know.
What a lot of people don't get about Drake for me and not like us is what people don't realize is if you go back and look at Drake, and this is where, even going back to the story of Adidon, when my man exposed him doing a blackface, imagine as a black man, he's mixed race, but identifies him doing a blackface, yeah? Drake has never identified as black. People need to realize that. He identifies as Jewish.
But he calls himself the N-word all the time. He always says he's a N.
Just because he says the N-word doesn't mean there's flipping that Mexican.
No, I'm saying that to me that's not black. They're trying to make us believe that's black, but he calls himself the N-word, but he won't call himself black.
Bro, he had bar mitzvahs and stuff. He's a Jewish brother. He doesn't. Never identified.
This is where we start getting into a different realm.
Right, I don't want to. Yeah,
you understand, bro. No. But what I have to say, there are a lot of black Jews, my brother. A lot of black Jews.
No, but if you go back, I'm not talking about there isn't. Yeah. His mum is the Jew and she's the white woman. Yeah. His dad's not the Jew. Yeah. She grew him up. She raised him up. Yeah. So he's identifying with the white Jews, the white.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah. So he more identifies with his white side.
If you see his old videos when he's with his white brethren and all them things, they're like, bro, like this guy, when you see some of his conversation, like, even just saying the N-word just sounds offensive sometimes, you know, like with him and all that, yeah. But bro, sorry, I've got something in my mind. Going back to the Joyner thing,
sorry.
Let me go back to the Joyner Lucas thing, yeah. This is the reason why I hope this Skepta, like I said, I'm not dissing him. He's accomplished loads of things. Do you know what I'm saying? He's probably like put his willy in loads of like nice women's, you know what I'm saying? He's done loads of stuff, you know what I mean? Big Smoke. Big Smoke. All right, cool. Saying all that, yeah. Big Smoke is basic as hell, bro. Big Smoke is like one of them old Golfs, bro. That still got the wind-up windows. You know them ones there? No electrics. Like
you talking about his flow. You talking about his flow.
Yeah, lad. And then the thing is, the thing is, if you had any common sense, and any decency, human decency, and you haven't got no muku in your ears and them things there, you would listen to what Joyner has just done. Like I said, the execution, the way my man has rapped, you will never, ever in your existence of being a human being be able to accomplish that. Bro, just the fact that, just see me as a rapper. Bro, when the man does stuff like that, you have to be like, bro, okay, maybe this is out of my lane still.
Bro, can I be honest with you?
You can say a couple cheeky lines here and there, but no, you're way out your waters, bro. You know that one there, bro.
But it's like I said last time, it doesn't make any sense. Their clash doesn't make any sense because Skepta, his flow is very, very much for his audience. It's very much let's party, let's make a mosh pit, and let's bounce to the beat. Like he's not a lyrical artist, a rapper. He's not. When he said true say I'm a rapper's rapper, I can never get that out of my head, bro. When he said true say I'm a rapper's rapper, I thought, why didn't you say true say I'm the king of grime, or true say I'm one of the pioneers of grime? Just stick to the truth, stick to your thing. Don't
his biggest song is Shut Down, innit?
Huh?
His biggest song is Shut Down, innit?
I don't know, I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
Yeah, obviously I heard him saying about the ASAP Rocky song. I think that went platinum.
I think that might be his biggest song. That ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, I'm talking about single song.
Oh, just single. His solo song. Probably. Yeah. Probably. And what is he the one that made My Rolex? Is it him or was that Wiley who made My Rolex?
Wiley,
Okay. I don't really. But can I be honest with you? I'm not a Skepta fan. I'm really not a Skepta fan. Yeah, I'm not a Skepta fan. He's one of those artists that I know of because he's very popular. So when I see him, I give him his credit for what he's carved out for himself because you can't escape his stardom in the UK. Like you know you have to give him his credit. But when I've got to be real,
his whole family, him, JME,
bruv, JME. Can I be honest? JME, I've heard like 2 or 3 albums of his. He's someone who I have time for. And I don't think he's even a great lyricist himself, but he's very confident in himself, so I like his music because he's very confident in himself. You know what I'm trying to say? And that tune he had with Giggs, where Giggs talk about Batman. That's a hard tune, bro. That's a hard tune. Like, do you know what I mean?
JME and Giggs.
Yeah, to this very day, I think that song's like 10 years old. I still love that song, bro. I still love that song. But yeah, like I was saying, Skepta's someone who I'm not really a massive fan of his. And not because I don't, look, like I said last time, I don't think he's whack. I think for the rhyming style he has in his domain, he's good at what he does. I get why he's majorly successful. Like, I'll be a fool to not get it. I get why he's majorly successful. But the realm he's entered, where you're battling a lyricist, not someone who goes, and the crowd goes, oh! Just because you got good ad-libs. That's your world. But in the world where it's like, I want to dissect what you are saying, it made no sense him coming after Joyner. Because Joyner, people dissect his bars. Like, Joyner's from the same class as Tech 9. Joyner's from the same class as Hobson. He's from the same class as NF. Right. He's from the same class of those underground American rappers, yeah?
Is an Eminem student.
Eminem, bro. I'm trying to say, these guys grew up on Eminem. Like, bro, Eminem's first 2 albums grew up a lot of people.
Joyner should have battled Lil Uzi. I mean, Skepta should have battled Lil Uzi.
That would have been a waste of time, bro. That would have been a waste of time.
Wore a dress.
Lil Uzi said, I wear the dress better than you. What you want to do? You. I'm drinking orange juice.
Come on, like, yo.
While he's holding the handbag. Bro, that scene was, but bro, you know what broke my heart? When I saw him wearing a Rockefeller chain with a handbag in his hand, and he's holding the handbag like a lady. Bro, that broke my heart. Because that Rockefeller chain.
Bro, his girl's banging as well.
He's a gangbanger, you said?
No, his girl. His
girl's banging.
Woman,
yeah?
She's beautiful.
Yeah, but he's got money, bro. What do you expect?
He's got one of them city girls, the dark skin girl.
He's got money, bro. He's got money. What do you expect, bro? The guy's majorly successful.
Be with her brother, though.
You know, it's funny because when I look at Lil Uzi, it's weird, yeah? I think he's just a different kind of guy. I don't think... He reminds me of like Andre 3000. I don't think he's a that way kind of guy. You know what I'm trying to say?
Nah, blood.
You think he's a that way kind of guy?
What? Them man there...
No, I'm not saying lyrically like Andre 3000. I mean that whole eccentric kind of...
I know. Not like... I
would never disrespect Andre 3000 like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I know we're not talking about lyrics. Just talking about in terms of like his experimenting with his style and all that.
That's what I get from him. Because he reminds of like a rock kind of emo.
Andre 3000 was never gay with it.
Bro,
never.
Bro,
he was always masculine with it.
Bro, let's be real.
Okay, well,
the man was wearing pearls and he was wearing the same clothes like that women wear and stuff. Come on, man.
Yeah, like, maybe still.
Yeah, we just gave it a blight because we respect.
Yeah,
we respect that.
You're right.
Yeah, still. We respect the craft.
I feel he used to paint his nails as well.
Yeah, bro, he did all that, man. Come on, man. We just gave him a blight because we knew he was an eccentric kind of like, you know, out there kind of guy. And he was a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? And he had all those hits that we had to like, you know, affiliate to our childhood. Bruv, I remember Atlians in 1992, 93, Atlians. Come on, man. You know, we could not like, you know, throw him under the bus like that. But if we had to keep it mad real, bro, it's just as crazy as Michael Jackson turning white overnight. And you know what I'm trying to say? They said that he had some skin problem, but yeah, look how his hair changed as well. How does your hair change if you got a skin problem? His hair became white as hell, bro. We gave him a blight because he's Michael.
It was vitiligo.
Exactly, but how did your hair change as well, bro? Like, let's be real. Michael's hair became white, like not white as in the color, like the way the texture became white man's hair. And it was an afro. This man had the thickest afro in the game.
And then tried to confuse us. Tried to tell the world he had white kids.
Come on, bro. Those kids don't make no sense. Michael's kids
with blue
make
eyes.
no.
Like,
I don't
way.
Bro, you know, I'll be honest with you, yeah. Certain musicians, yeah, they confuse me, bro. They confuse me, bro. It's like if it wasn't for their music, yeah, you'd pray for them. You'd pray for them. But because you know, that just shows you, this is what I said about certain rappers who have their thing. Because they have that thing that they're loved and adored for, they can say and do anything. Then you got those who will love you more for your music. You understand? So you can't get away with madness. You do a madness, we're like, I love your music, but you're a weirdo. Whereas some of these men, they can do anything because they've got that strong cult following. You understand me?
Yeah.
And Michael, I don't know how he got away with some of the things he got away with, bro. Like, I don't know. He was a weird guy, man. He was a weird guy.
Michael was the closest thing to Jesus.
Huh?
I'm not being blasphemic, and I'm talking about in terms of like popularity, yeah. Michael was known all over you can go to the jungles of Africa and they knew who Michael Jackson was, bro. Like,
okay, I get what you're saying, popularity wise.
Yeah, Michael was known all over the flipping globe,
I know,
bro.
but
There's
I
never
wouldn't
been
make reference to Jesus though. That's like,
yeah, sorry.
We got to take that back, dog. We got to take that back.
Sorry. That's it. But I'm talking about like this guy is bro. There isn't a corner of the planet where Michael Jackson. I don't know where.
Yeah,
you can go to the flipping Antarctica and everything, even the polar bears.
Yeah,
you know them ones there.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
even to this day, bro. Even to this day, I'm seeing people from the generation prior to us and our generation who are teaching their kids about him.
Yeah.
You understand? And the kids are going crazy on TikTok doing dances and everything, singing like him. And I'm like,
we've talked about so much different things, you know. And what hurts me most about Michael Jackson as well is how they messed up his legacy and what they did and how they ruined it, how they killed him. And even like it's mad. Like you can't mess with the system, bro. You can't.
These people we're talking about the real mafia. They're the real mafia. Yeah, they give us these movies and show us the mafia from Sicily, but what they're really doing is diverting from who they really are. They distract us from who they really are. They're the real mafia.
Did you know most Hollywood movies are CIA funded?
Bro, and look, at the end of the day, anything that has an influence on the masses, it has to have an agenda.
Because they're trying to, yeah.
Of course, you have to have an agenda. Why do you think crime has gone up so much? Because all the violence in movies we used to watch in the 80s and the 90s is triple-fold now. We're seeing real, like now, if you notice in movies, when they do the blood splatter, you get to see like the face all mashed up and everything. Back in the days, you left it to the imagination. The blood was splattered on the guy's face and you knew that man got pulverized.
I got a different view and opinion on that. Right. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's because movies became more graphic or like lyrics became more violent. I personally don't think to do with that. I genuinely, do you know what I think is to do is, yeah?
I need to know.
You don't think I'm crazy?
I need to know.
You don't think I'm crazy?
You are crazy, but I'll listen.
It's the food.
That's a good point. There is some stuff in the food.
I swear to God.
There is some stuff in the food. There is some stuff. I think that's a contributing factor, but not it by itself.
Everything's like we're eating absolute shit now, bro.
But bro, like, that's a contributing factor, though. I won't say it's the main thing. It's a contributing factor.
Bro, when you realize, see, like you know what they say, you are what you eat. When you realize what your intakes, people just don't realize what their intake affects their cognition, the mental and all them things there. Bro, I'm telling you, that's why, bro, the maddest shit happens in America, yeah? The maddest shit, some of the maddest shit I heard, happens in these Americans. Because they eating chemicals, bro. They eating flipping chickens and all that that's pumped up with all sorts of stuff. You've seen how even I think someone, you know, it's like you get some Americans, they're big, they're mad, I swear, I think this is my crazy theory, yeah? People can think I'm crazy. I think their body's been genetically modified because of the food they've been eating, because the food has been genetically modified. So after a while, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it affects your genetics.
They eat absolute. You know, when I went to America, I swear to God, because obviously I'm a lot more conscious about what I put in my body. All I ate was for the whole 2 weeks, like IHOP, pancake. And the odd nights we go to like fancy restaurants, like really expensive restaurants, and we go there and eat from there. But because I don't eat McDonald's and all that stuff. I haven't eaten that stuff for like 20 years, God knows how long, So like, I don't eat fast food at all. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think a lot of the way we're going now, if you realize, even just a normal kind of Coke, bro, it's not the same as how it was like when I was a kid. Literally, a piece of bread when I was a kid was yeast, like 4 or 5 ingredients. Do you know what I'm saying?
Now
you look at a piece of bread,
than sugar, bro.
30 ingredients, like. I'm not playing. They got old ingredients in there you can't even pronounce. You can't even. They got formulas for ingredients, bro. You know them ones there, bro. And that's just bread. You don't think about everything else you're ingesting, bro. Man, don't realize, bro. Swear down, bro. Man thinks it's this and that. Because you gotta remember, it's like when people talk about the music, it's got more violent, the drill and all that. I'm telling people, I remember when I was like 11 or 12 when DMX came out. I got blood on my dick because I fucked the corpse. We was listening to some mad stuff. We never went and did all that stuff that they were doing because you know why? We're well functioning, well balanced. We're a balanced diet and everything.
I gotta disagree. There was still Pizza Hut, Domino's, McDonald's, KFC.
Yeah, but bro, let
There
me
was
ask
a
you a
lot of
question.
crazy food
I don't know
around.
about your household,
Yeah,
but
but
Pizza
it's true.
Hut
It was
like
yeah. It was like a
it was like a
big deal.
weekend thing.
It was a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
deal.
Now it's
You get
common. It's true.
Blockbuster.
It's true.
You
It's
get
true.
Blockbuster video and
Yeah,
them
you're
things that
right.
you
You're
do with
right.
the
You're right.
family.
You're right. You're
Not
right.
like now.
Yeah.
Man's ordering a Pizza Hut for themselves from
And you know what?
Deliveroo.
What you
blood.
said is so true. Because I remember back in those days, they used to market their food around you having a night in with pizza, with the family
film or
or a
something.
film. It was always marketed with. You're right. It's true. Now it's like just eat it any time of the day
One
you
man
want.
will clap a whole
Yeah.
pizza to himself. And
For
bro,
real,
all by
for
himself
real.
in his room.
For real.
The mum don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? From Deliveroo. That's what I'm saying. Bro, it's different. Everything, all the ingredients have changed.
Yeah.
And bro, I'm telling you, this is just my crazy theories. And I
Yeah.
think people are becoming more and more crazier, bro. It's just like, and even me personally with my child as well, I'm very like conscious of like what I give to my child.
Yeah.
It all goes to their brain development and all them things there. Do you know them ones there? I got 2 kids. My son, because he was born in COVID, and you know my story. I don't know, you know my story and stuff, innit? He was born in COVID, very rare. He had to, obviously, his mum wasn't there. He had to get the formula milk.
Yeah.
Now my new son, because his mum is there, bro. He's only 10 months. He's half the size of a 5 years old, blood. He's massive, blood. He's so big. And his development and the things he's doing at 10, 11 months old, I'm like, oh my God. You can see the difference in natural breast milk and the formula
bro,
milk.
listen. This is something that I'm passionate about, right? You see me, I'm a strong believer in God. My faith in God, is so strong, that I can't even describe it, bro. And the reason being, I think of this invisible thing that our body needs called air, but we can't even see it, but we need it. That to me, and I think of fruits that come from dirt, but if you put the seed in it, it turns into a tree that produces something that's good for your eyes, your hair, your skin, your brain. How that to me is God, because those are miracles, bro. These are real miracles. Like things that are like, I could put that seed in sand, it wouldn't grow. How does it know? Hey, you and I, we shouldn't connect. It's not gonna work. But if you put it in soil, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna sprout some roots, and we're gonna give these humans some oranges, okay? Bruv, that's computer processing. These things are talking to each other. You understand? And then we eat that. It's good for us. That to me is God, bro. That's God. Now you see what you just said. What you just said earlier. What you just said now. Breast milk. Is it a coincidence that God gave women breasts? Is it a coincidence?
No.
We have become hypersexualized.
Is it a coincidence that we're black?
No, because obviously we were put there. And that climate is what our skin needs. You understand? It's what our body needs. Bro, God is not dumb. A lot of people, they don't look at the world from the real miracles.
God don't make mistakes.
Yeah. People are looking for like scientific miracles, like he's gonna fly, he's gonna walk on water, and bruv, the miracles around us every single day, bro. Bruv, even sex, bro. That's a miracle in itself, bro. The fact that God gave the female the vagina, gave the male the penis, and when they get together, life is created, bro. Bro, that's insane. Think about it. Bro, our wives carried beings inside of their stomachs, bro. Bro, it's mad. Sometimes when I think about God, I'm like, even water, bro, I love drinking water, right? There's certain time I'm drinking water and I'm like, I just look up and I look up the sky. I think,
this is so beautiful.
How did you think of this?
Nice.
How did you think of this? How did you, bro? If you
like that when I drink water,
I'm telling you,
this is so nice.
How did you do this? Like, bro, there's times when I swear to God, I just think of God and I think, man, how can they doubt you, bro? I don't get it. Your miracles are there to see every single day.
But you gotta understand, like how you say, question how can people doubt God and stuff, bro. We live in a devilish world, bro.
But that leads to what I was going to say. The devil did say to God, I am going to make sure your people are not loyal to you and they're going to turn against you. God said, okay, try. So this is what the devil's doing. Look, the cross upside down, that's the devil, right? Everything. Don't drink real orange juice, drink concentrated orange juice, and get diabetes and die. Like, think about everything God gave us, the devil's giving us the opposite. The complete opposite. Don't be at peace, be at war. Don't collaborate, divide. Think about it, bro. You understand? And I'm not going to touch on the other stuff because I don't want the ABC crew coming for me. But like I said before, it's no coincidence that the penis and the vagina was made for each other, bro. Bro, let's just be real. Everything that God gave us, if you want the opposite of it, you're finished.
And that's why, obviously, we're not going to touch on that stuff. That's why, if we ever did, for me, it's black and white. There's no grey areas.
There's none. There's none.
There's none at all.
There's none.
Like, so
even when I hear about all these genders, I'm like, there's two. That's it.
Bro, honestly, I haven't read the Bible, but I've heard of like Sodom and Gomorrah, and I think we're living in this modern days, bro. Swear down.
100%.
Swear down.
100%.
That's what I think, because
100%.
I'm looking at what's going on, and I'm just like,
can't you see it?
Oh my God. Bro,
can't
my son, I don't know if I told you, my son was reading a nursery book, bro.
Oh, don't tell me that.
It's called Grandpa and His Camper Van.
Huh?
That's what the book's called, Grandpa and His Camper Van.
I don't want to go down. I don't want to go. I don't want to go down that road, bro. I don't want to go down that road. I'm already pissed off already, bro. I'm already pissed off because I know what that book is trying to insinuate. I could just see it from a mile away, bro. But kids can't. Kids can't. And this is where they're trying to go. They're trying to go for the youth. Yeah. Like, you know, cigarettes. When cigarettes first came out, there were movie stars like...
They used to give it to pregnant ladies.
Not even that. They marketed it to children. So you know that guy, James Dean, he was popular amongst the kids. Elvis Presley, all those guys were popular amongst the kids, They marketed this stuff so children can see these celebrities and think, I'm going to smoke cigarettes, because if they market it towards adults, the adults are going to die out. And it won't be something that's cool.
Drazzy, my son loves rainbows, bro.
Yeah, but he loves rainbows for what they are. God's creation, God's miracles.
So why do you think them people they hijacked it? This is what I'm saying. This is what kids naturally like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's these colours like, oh, daddy, look, rainbow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we know what rainbow mean nowadays.
Yeah, it means that to them, but what it means to others is that it is something that's a natural phenomenon that shows the miracle of reactions of the earth. You understand? So, bruv, anything, look, there's some people who see a gun and it means war. Some people see a gun and it means protection.
No, but then they go to school, they're seeing rainbow, but then this is the thing as well. Oh, bro, when we book, I'm gonna show you some stuff. That's another thing as well, yeah. Like when he goes to school, bro, they're teaching him stuff that we don't really approve of. My son comes home sometimes, tells me certain things, and I'm like, yeah, let me go talk to the teachers. Like, let me go and tell them. Don't put no suntan lotion on him. Why? He's a little black boy. He don't need it. Just leave him. It's fine. None of them ones there, like little things, like cool.
Naturally suntanned.
You know them ones there, like them things got better carcinogenics and stuff in it. You know what I mean? That's flowers. You know what I mean? Like, but just bro, it's a deep evil world we live in. So like when you say, oh, why don't people believe in God? Because bro, they're hypnotized, bro. Every day they're hypnotized. Like, remember, God is a pleasant thing. We know that, but it's not pleasant. The devil is more. It's got the luring stuff in it. It's got the stuff that draws you in. He's got the shiny trinkets and stuff and all them things there. God's a lot more subtle. God's like the bright light. The devil's the disco
God
ball.
is wisdom.
The devil's the disco ball. Let me go do 1, 2 steps of them things there. God's just like a little sauna vibes, just calm vibes and stuff.
I rate what you said, because I've always said, when you said the trinkets and ways that they try and subtly like entice you, I've always said to people, whenever I start getting these kind of conversations, I always say, listen, anything the devil offers you is already yours. He just wants to trick you in believing that he's giving it to you. Because you see that metal that was bashed together to make that BMW or that Mercedes Benz or that chain or whatever, guess whose earth it came from? God's earth. He just manipulated the shape of it and presented it as a package to you, but it's already yours because it comes from your God's earth. There's nothing, and those females he can give you that will come around you and say, hey daddy, you look so sexy. Guess what? Who gave birth to them? Women. Who created women? God. There's nothing that the devil could offer you that's not already yours. Facts.
I've got my own saying. I say no man-made entity will ever give you like godly joy.
No.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
No.
For example, bro, I've had nice cars. I got nice jewelry. I got certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and bro, see, like, even like right now, if I was to just turn my phone off, I got my kids as a screensaver and things. See, like when I just see their face, the joy I get from having my kids, and when they wake up in the morning, when I hear their little voices, Daddy, they're like when they run to me and all them things, bro. There's nothing. I don't give a f what Elon Musk has got or all these guys, and I don't care. No, like that's the most precious thing on this planet. You know this because you got.
Of course,
bro.
Of course, bro. I can't go a whole day without needing to like FaceTime my daughter from work, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I know that boost of energy it gives me, that happiness it gives me. I couldn't call the bank and say, "Show me my 5 million, please." Put the camera on my 5 million and get that same vibe. I can't. Because I know. Listen, I live in the real world, right? And I'm a realist to the point where sometimes I feel depressed because I don't think people understand me sometimes, bro. Money to me, I'm not going to lie and say it doesn't mean anything to me. It does, but it's not the be-all or end-all for me. I won't snake my friends for money. I won't snake my brother for money. It's a tool. It's something that I understand was created to create a monetary system so that we can have some kind of bartering system that has some kind of understanding and some kind of like leverage for those who are smart with it. But the real bartering system is I've got this, you've got that, I'll trade that for you, I'll trade that for you. But when people realize, damn, I might not have a goat, so let me just create this paper money so that I don't need that goat because I just give him this paper. So it's created a system for us. But I'm not going to lie and think I think that paper is really that important. Even if it was a goat, I'm not going to lie and think I think that goat's bloody important. Nothing comes before my relationships with my peoples, comes before my relationship with God, because I understand all this stuff to me, bro. And you know, some people can't even see it like that. They can't see... I won't even like say the Matrix because it sounds so like cliche when I say it, yeah. But some people can't see. They can't see the codes, bro. They can't see the codes. They see the actual smoke screen. They can't see behind it and be like, hold on, something right behind it. And when you look behind it, you realize it's all a trick, bro. It's all a trick, bro. Do you understand?
Me and my wife, we talk about this all the time. Me and my wife, we talk about this all the time.
Come on, man. Like, they gave us these people.
Everyone trying to keep up with the Joneses, but who are the Joneses?
Yeah.
You know, even like I'll be real with you. Like I'm normal just like everyone else. But when we was young, we was a lot more caring of what people thought a lot more. But I've got to a certain point in my life where to like, you know, like people they care about what people think.
Yeah.
You know, but have you ever asked yourself, who are these people that you're caring about what they think?
Human beings, just like, bruv, why do you think I'm so confident in who I am? Bro, listen, why do you think
people got to ask themselves that. When you're trying to like, you know, like, when you like, say you want to wear certain trainers and they might be mashed up or whatever, but I don't want people to see me. Like, who are these people? They got specific names or what are their values? What are their goals? Like, you know, like I go to work, for example, Sorry. I go to work here right now. We got 2 cars, but my wife drives the main car, But I got my it's like my girl's mom, she's a bit disabled, but I got a little it's like a little Ford tiny little car, But it gets me from A to B. When I go to work, all these youths at work everyone's got fresh cars.
Yeah.
4 Series, 2 Series, E-Class, this class, where all them things there, I'm speaking to the youth the other day, he's telling me, blood, how much he owes on his car. His car's got mad high mileage and all them things there. The amount of things people are doing just to
please people, bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But your car's fresh as well. You want to make sure the rims don't get scratches. See my little car, I don't give a fuck if you bash the door in it. I don't care what you do to it. You know them ones there? I'm literally problem free, bro. Man's had nice cars. And it's not even like, oh, I can't afford it. Because I truly can. I just realized I got older. I don't care about these things. I'd rather spend my money. We got pots for my kids and all them things there.
Yeah.
Invest in the future. Trying to get another house.
My daughter,
I haven't got time for all this stupid.
If I die today, my daughter inherits properties. If I die today, my investment is in properties, bro. From Ghana to here. If I die today, my daughter and my wife are good.
Not only that, bro. Not only that, bro. They will also get man's life insurance on man's life insurance. That's what I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? There's a lot for them. There's a lot for them. You know them ones there. So like that's what man's working on. Because man never had that. Facts. I was on the road. You know what I'm saying? Man never had that. I ain't got a good relationship with my dad or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna make sure, different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? different.
Yeah.
I'm already teaching my two sons to be so tight, so tight.
Yeah.
When they see each other, they run and just hug each other. They literally get excited when they see each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to.
You're doing the things. You're doing the things the devil doesn't want you to do, bro. It's really that simple.
I saw the devil.
Yeah.
If you my tune on Link Up, the Ride song, when I say I looked at devil,
yeah, I remember that.
Looked at devil, stabbed him in the heart and them things there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember
you know what I'm saying? Facts, bro. I've been through like I laugh and joke. My face, I still look like younger than I actually am.
Look at this guy
I don't
gassing himself up. I still look younger than I am.
Just cool like but man don't know like what man's been through and stuff, yeah, bro. So I've learned to like. I've been on the bad side. Yeah. I've learned to like just appreciate just harmony now.
Bro, you don't need stuff. You know what? One of my earliest memories of when you came out, yeah, and I mean from.
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't, not like man came out.
No. I mean, no. As in out of the big house, Yeah. Like I remember.
You gave people things, man. Part of the
no.
Man came out. No.
That's one of those. Why for that? No. I mean, when you first came out of prison, yeah. And I remember bumping into you in Uxbridge. Was it Uxbridge? I bumped into you in Uxbridge.
Yeah.
In the mall. And I remember like you was like, yo, I want to do this and I want to do that. And bro, everything you've accomplished now, I gotta take my hat off to you, bro.
Safe, my bro.
I gotta take my hat off to you, man. Seriously, I gotta take my hat off to you. So I know just a little bit of your journey. Do you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of your journey. And even that alone is like how you were doing the things you're doing now. I don't know how you're doing it, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's just, it takes, both of us, we're from that generation. We're both African as well. So we got like, you know what I'm saying? Man's got solid foundations.
Yeah.
We're like, even when I was doing mad stuff when I went to the big house and all them things there, well, I shouldn't have been because I'm from a good family. Yeah. Like I was taught better and stuff, yeah. My solid foundation I had was still able to I was able to sit down and be like, you know what? I don't want to bring shame on my family. I don't want to be doing all this and all that. You know them ones there. And when I come out, I want to do certain things, and I did. And you know what I'm saying? And I did that. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to have good foundation. That's what I'm trying to give to my kids.
And this is what we're saying. This is what the devil does not want these kids to have, is a solid foundation, because children are easily manipulated because their minds are not matured. You understand? They're still wanting the emotional side of life. They're still wanting social currency from the peer pressure they get from their friends. They're still wanting, allegiance with people who aren't the most sensible, but they got the most street cred or whatever. Do you understand? And this is what a lot of us were produced from, bro. A lot of us were produced from this, where it's like, look, if my mom never sent me to Ghana, I would have been on the same road as you. I always tell people this story. My friends, before my mom sent me to Ghana 3 times. And the third time, she didn't even stay with me. She just left me in a boarding school. It was a military boarding school, bro.
Oh wow!
She just left me there, bro. And it was hardcore, bro.
How long for?
About 2 years straight. I was in that boarding school.
Bro. Oh wow!
2 years straight, bro. 2 years straight. And if I came out to join my uncle, who was another strict person. So I never really left the school, because when it was holiday and the time for me to go home, I'm with my uncle Benji, and my uncle Benji was strict. Strict, bro.
How about when I was in Nigeria and I was in boarding school? How about I just lived in boarding school?
That's what they did though. They just dumped you there, bro.
Yeah, I didn't come home.
You never came home for the holidays?
No, I lived in boarding school.
Okay, I stayed for holidays twice, but the other ones I was like at home, man. I
left Nigeria from boarding school straight to international airport and then straight to this country. Straight from boarding school.
Bro, can I be real with you? Sometimes I wish I never came back. Sometimes I wish I never came back. I really wish, because bro, my education level was high, bro. Because the standards were like, you get caned. If your standards ain't high, you get caned. Came back here, bro, and it was
and not only you get caned, the classroom's full like near enough 1 million man. Yeah, like you're not gonna make it if you're not smart enough.
You won't make it next year. Oh, bro, I thank God I never repeated. I thank God I never repeated no years, bro. I'm grateful.
I got a double scholarship when I was in I'm not gonna let's not get to that. But yeah, I never repeated. I repeated. Yeah, I got double scholarships.
Yeah,
I skipped a few years.
You know this.
When I got to this country, I was 2 years away from university. I came here when I was 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, but when I came to this country, they pulled me back because they do it by age in this country.
I'm not trying to throw shade at the UK whatsoever, but children have too much freedom, and that's part of the reason why there were certain agendas that was easy to corrupt the youth. You understand? And parenting here is 10 times harder than it is in countries where there's a certain standard for children. There's a certain shame. There's a certain shame that's thrown upon you and your family name if you disrespect that path they've carved out for you. Whereas here, I think the reason why a lot of men, you know, turn to the roads and end up in prison, bro, there was not much shame. Like, your uncle couldn't see you in the street and embarrass you, because the more they tried to embarrass you, the cooler you looked.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it kind of made it very easy for a lot of people to end up down those roads, bro. Do you understand? You know, and that's why my mom kept taking me back. And I never used to get it at the time. But I'm grateful because I came back when I was like 13. And by then I was so deeply ingrained with that culture, it was difficult for me to let go of who I am and what I am. I still had that, oh my God, I don't want my uncle to see me hanging around. I don't want to see me. Even though I still did it, because these are still my friends. I'm still from the end. So I still did it, but I kind of had a limit. And it's funny because everyone watching this, if they know me, will tell you, they themselves used to tell me, bruv, this ain't for you.
Okay.
This ain't for you. Even though they knew that I'll probably be 10 times worse than they are. 10 times worse than they are, they always said to me, it's not for you. They always said to me, it's not for you. You understand? And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to all those people, bro. I don't want to mention their names because some of them are the biggest guys in Northwest London. I'm grateful to them, bro.
Yeah.
Because they could see, because I used to try and educate them, because I've always been a confident person. So I wasn't just like zipping my mouth and just thinking, damn, I could help them with that.
You was quite outspoken.
Yeah, I was outspoken. So when they realized, raw, you know what? Yo, that's true what my man's saying. But yet,
even back college days, you will every but man, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I always would say, nah, bruv, what about this? And I'd always bring a different perspective to things. So they kind of knew that, you know what, why would we want him to F up that? Do you understand me? They were championing me, bro. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. But you know what? We got to wrap it up. So what's our last thoughts?
Our last thoughts is Joyner, body bag.
Body bag. Skepta's in a body bag.
Skepta, do not respond, because it's been fun, it's been good, it's been beautiful. If you don't respond, no one's not going to say anything. People expect Joyner. People expect.
People expect.
People expect Joyner to wash him anyway, to beat him, because Joyner is a rapper. And if Skepta had gone and beat Joyner, that would look really bad. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to happen. Joyner did what he's supposed to do. I think just allow it now.
You know,
focus on
my last thoughts here, and I'm sorry to cut you, but you said something that just had. I think Joyner's credibility has gone up by 1,000% in his country and 100% in the UK. I think Americans are now looking at Joyner like, okay, you ain't just like one of those like super lyrical kind of dudes. You really bodying motherfuckers. You know what I'm trying to say? And in the UK, they're like, raw, who's my man? Raw. So those who don't know him, and those who already knew him are like, see, I told you. Whereas with Skepta, I think it's really made him look like he doesn't pick his battles wisely. He picked the wrong guy. He had an
album to promo as well, or maybe is it just Joyner that had an album to promo?
Nah, I don't know, man. Who knows? He might drop an album afterwards.
How did this start?
So from what I know, Skepta put out a tweet saying that the UK's got better rappers, or the UK can battle American rappers and win. It was something along those lines. John Lucas saw it and said, "What are you on about?" And then he responded,
must have smoked a Stardog that morning.
And then Skepta responded saying, "Hey, Joyner, true say I'm a rapper's rapper." And I thought, what? I'll never let that go. I thought, what? Rappers rap? Dude, when did you call yourself a rapper? You're a grime artist. You are not. You know, I genuinely think Skepta thinks that Americans don't tap in to see what's going on over here. He thought he could have given them that facade of he's a rapper. No, you're not a rapper. Even Joyner said on one of the lyrics, he said you created the UK rap scene. I thought, what? No, he's one of the pioneers of the grime scene, but even he can't be fully credited for it because it was going on before he actually got in. You understand? You know? So I think these people are trying to rewrite the timelines for the Americans and for the UK as well. But those of us who lived it, we can see
their popularity. And obviously, we know, like you're saying, Wiley, everything goes through Wiley.
Yeah.
We know that, innit?
Yeah.
But Wiley's name's not popping. You got to know about this. We obviously in the UK, everybody knows Wiley, but in America,
yeah, because Wiley, like I said, he's a real guy. He doesn't care if he makes it over there. If you tap in and you look, you yourself will give him the credit.
District as well.
Yeah.
He's always district, whereas them man there's always been hugging his nuts and things there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Wiley knows who the real Israelites are. That's why, innit? You get me?
That's why my man's saying, he's saying, do you know what? The rebuttals. Oh, we didn't even talk about this battle enough because, you know what? I think because it's fresh.
Bro, you know what? I really hate to sound ignorant, but what does rebuttal mean? I always hear that word and I don't even know what it means, bro.
Like, you know when you say something, and I counter it back?
Ah, okay.
That's a rebuttal.
All right, okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I've always wondered, what does that word
English
mean?
Word so funny as well. They use these fancy words for just simple things.
Yeah, bro.
You're just replying back to someone.
Just say counteract. You counteracted my arguments. You counteracted my points. But you rebutted my points.
You're replying back to exact points.
Yeah.
That's all it is, yeah. So, I forgot what I was going to say.
You're going to say the rebuttal in terms of like Wiley not liking Drake. You're talking about something like that? And Skepta.
Yeah, but I forgot I was going to make a point. I've forgotten now. I've forgotten now. Oh, yeah. Joyner, he rebutted a lot of stuff that my man said in his thing. I can't remember the exact one. And next time I need to have my notes, man. But I'm really impressed with Joyner. He done his homework. I would excuse him for the first round because he was in album mode. So he didn't really have time to be doing all that stuff. This one, he went. Just go look in the comments, bro. Even as well, bro. Because when I watch stuff, you know, like I'm a man. Just to know I'm not going crazy, I'm like, because I pulled it up bare times. I'm like, let me see what other people are thinking. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what that was there. We're all in agreement. He's washed. Man, I calling him Skepta. Man, I calling Skepta Skippy now.
And bro, it doesn't help Skepta.
Peanut butter jar, you know, Skippy.
Bro, it doesn't help Skepta.
Like a kangaroo, blood. Alright, Skippy. Right, mate. Good day, mate.
Good day, Skippy. You alright, mate? You got a new bars coming out, mate. Yeah, those bars are hard, mate.
Innit? You know there was that, and put the in it behind it as well. You know
bro, the in it bit killed me, bro. In it. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that tune is a hard tune, bro. It's a hard tune, bro. I played like 3 times just thinking, what's Skepta gonna do? What's Skepta gonna say? Like, this is a body bag right now, bro.
The fact that Skepta can't, his pen, blood, his pen could not even, what Joyner did there, his pen is not even, come on.
When the beat transitioned into grime, then it went into double time, went back to grime, went back to like you know, the hip hop sound.
Yeah.
And he flowed on all of those. I was like, oh my God.
It was so beautiful. The entry, the like, why for them things there? The way he just went into it, you know, like, like this is. Do you know what? I rate Joyner because he's a good sport, just for entertaining this and entertaining. Because, bro, he's way above this.
Bro, I said that from the last time we spoke. It doesn't make no sense, bro. That's why I think. That's why I think it's staged. And if it isn't staged, then it doesn't make no sense for Skepta to pick that battle. Like if I was Skepta, and if it isn't staged, when Joyner replied to his tweet, I would have ignored that tweet. If I flowed like Skepta, I'm not saying me as the man I am now, but if I flowed like Skepta, I would check out this guy's discography and say, I don't think I want to reply to this guy. Let me wait for like the baby or someone to reply. Let me wait for someone who might just sing on a song and I could just easily murder them with bars because they're singing, but not with a guy who really is about that. Bro, people don't understand. Google the names of the class that Joyner Lucas comes from. Google Tech 9. Google Hobson. Like, Google the people who are saying he's the next to blow, which is people like Eminem. Google these rappers that he's from the same class of, the people he does collaborations with, and they care about out-barring each other.
Joyner is a bit of a victim because obviously he's been on the scene for a while now and he's never had that one breakout song.
What are you talking about, bro? Bro, Joyner does not need...
Not racist.
Yeah, that's what really blew him out to like really be even in this discussion.
Okay, yeah, I hear that, but he's not in the rap discussion at all.
He doesn't need to be,
in
bro.
America. In America.
Yeah, but he doesn't need, bro. He doesn't. Anyone who knows Joyner Lucas, yeah.
I'll be real with you. In America, yeah. Prior to this beef, yeah. Bro, just go on Reddit. Reddit tells you a lot of stuff, yeah. This Reddit thread saying it's Joyner Lucas a cornball. Joyner Lucas is a cornball. Remember, we don't follow Joyner Lucas, yeah. When this whole thing started now and I wanted to diss him, I went on Reddit and I saw one or two things like he does corny stuff like he does corny stuff. Remember, he's a college student trying to
but he's not trying to be a street guy though. He just happens to be.
No, he's not, but he tries to assimilate the street life, if you want. Bro, I saw a page of him on Reddit, where he said he was getting ready for an album. So he went to a bando. He went and sat in a bando, saying he wants to get that feeling so he can remember what it's like. Bro, bare people were roasting him, bro.
Yeah, but you have to understand, he's a weird guy. He's a little bit weird, bro. Like, if you listen to his latest album, he's talking about traveling to different dimensions and all this kind of stuff, bro. He's never really been, like, full on, I'm from the streets. He just happens to be black, so most black people, it's very difficult to know.
This is why people also don't like him. This is a good because I'm reading Reddit stuff. So if you go back to that I'm Not Racist song, go back and listen to it.
I know. The black bit sounded very ignorant, the white bit sounded very intelligent. I know. I always thought, why did the black bit talk about Kool-Aid?
Why are you fighting for the white side more than the black side? Why are you like making the black people sound extra dumb, but the white people sound extra credible?
Yeah, he couldn't think, because I don't think he's really done his history to know the contribution blacks had. And if he had put that in that song, it would have been shut down. It would have been real shut down. But instead, that song was more sold on the fact that why whites hate blacks rather than why blacks have something to really let whites know what they're hiding, basically, from the blacks. It was more like...
But you made the black look ignorant. Very ignorant.
Because he couldn't... I don't think he understood the real history of the blacks, bro. I don't think
this is why, going back to Not Like Us and these mixed race guys, this is why Kendrick said, even though not every person... This is why... I don't want to get into this topic as well. This is why the whole mixed race thing as well. Like, it's a very confusing topic because some mixed race people identify as black. Some of them look black, but... they don't have nothing to do with black culture. I've even got friends like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what?
They talk like me and you. Yeah. But they date white girls. Everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Here's what we have to understand. What is black culture? What is black culture?
Okay, I don't know about America. But here, if I'm talking about black culture, I'm talking about Nigerian. So I'm talking about Nigerian culture.
Right. So it's not black culture. It's not black culture. Yeah? It's not black culture then. It's an ethnic culture. It is because
we're black and it's not culture.
It's an ethnic... Bro, I'm nothing... My culture is nothing like a Jamaican man's culture. My culture is nothing like an African-American man's culture. What we have in common...
Similarities.
Yeah, we
all have certain similarities.
Of course we have similarities. Yeah. But an African-American man, unless he's gone to Ghana, if he sees a woman pounding my fufu, he'll be fascinated. He might make a whole documentary about it. I'm not. I'm just waiting for my food. You understand me? You know what I'm trying to say? You know? So even the way we are is, bruv, that's one thing I always say, yeah. We have to understand, I love all my black people, but I can't pretend as if we're all the same.
We're not.
Right? I will ride for every single one of us if wrong is being done, but we have to respect our differences as well, bro. We have to bridge the gaps by talking and educating each other on our cultures, but I can't lie and say, oh, we're all the same. You understand? And this is one thing I
don't think all humans are the same.
No,
this whole, like white, black, and they're like, we're all one. Like, we're not.
And this goes back to what you're saying about the mixed race people. Go to Ghana and see mixed race people. They're not treated no different. They're not treated no different because they're from the same culture. You understand me?
Facts.
The reason why mixed race people in the Western world are put on pedestals is because the Western world is run by white people's perspective. So therefore, they're going to look for an allegiance with what looks closer to them. And this is why in the Western world, we see mixed people and we think, oh, you think you're better. But most of the time, they don't even want to feel better. Someone told them that they are. You know what I'm trying to say? But in Africa, because it's our perspective, our narrative, our media, we don't say you're better than us. We're all the same. We're all the same. You might get some who look at the Western.
We don't have that. In Africa, we don't have that supremacy complex, innit?
I mean, those of us who watch a lot of Western media will put mixed race people on that pedestal because we see how they perceive them, like a Beyonce, and even though Obama was mixed race, they call him the first black president. So we'll think, oh yeah, they get more privileges. They like even Jamaica. I heard Jamaica. Most of the
mixed race, you know that.
Well, she looks it basically. Do you know what I'm trying to say? She looks like she's a light skinned lady. She's very, very light. She could pass for mixed race. So do you get what I'm trying to say? In terms of like how.
Beyonce is actually, do you know, I think Beyonce just got lighter over time. She was never that light, you know, them ones there, but she's like the same shade as my wife.
I'll be honest with you, when she first came out with Destiny Child, I genuinely thought she was mixed race. Only until I saw her mum and her dad.
No way.
Yeah, because remember,
tell me you can tell the difference between a mixed race person and a light skinned person.
Sometimes I can't, I'll be honest with you. There's certain girls I've seen where I'm like, you're mixed race. I'm like, no, my dad's black, my mom's, I don't know, mixed or something. I don't know. Someone's always mixed in that makes them light skin. Someone's always mixed. But the point I'm making is that the Western world's perception of mixed race people and Africa's perception of mixed race people are two different. They're very different, bro. So that's what I'm saying. That's why me personally, I can't look at mixed people like, oh, you think you're better because my perception in Africa.
Although I got to stop in that point because you said that yes and no, because African man, from even back when I was in Africa, African man, they love a light-skinned woman.
Yeah, but
they love a light-skinned woman.
No, there's no denying that. But I don't think we put them above ourselves or put them above black women. We don't, because look how many African men have black wives.
Facts,
look how many black kids are walking around. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think it's some, and when I say some, it's the ones who I think have been indoctrinated by the Western perception of mixed race people. Do you understand? Because we've always, bruv, I went to school with kids who were called red, and they're just like us. We're just jamming with them, chilling with them. We don't think that they're special or nothing. I went to school, bruv, a lot of people realize there's a lot of Lebanese in Ghana. I went to school with a lot of mixed race Lebanese kids, half Ghanaian, half Lebanese. They never got better treatment than any of us. We never had that insecurity around them. We never had it around us. We were just chilling. If anything, they used to say they wish they were blacker. They used to say, man, you know, you are more blacker, and you get more. And I used to think, what? Go to Europe and see if your ass won't be getting kissed. You understand? Here is where Europe and America is where, because remember, it's a white country. So I won't say predominantly, it's a white country. So their perception is, oh wow, you're mixed with us. So yeah, we're gonna give you some kind of like leverage. I'm trying to say, to the point where even Jamaica, bro, look at their first presidents, even when they got independence, they're all mixed race men. You know what I'm trying to say? Look at those two men, that famous picture of Bob Marley holding those two president's arms up in the air and the thunder struck. They were both mixed race men. You understand? I heard even in most of the Caribbean, they put the lighter first. You got the Dominicans who don't like the Haitians because the Haitians are dark skinned and they're proud to be African, and they're proud to be Spanish and Latino. They because of Afro-Latino. You're not Latino, bro.
The Dominicans hate being called African.
Yeah, bro. You want to hate on the Haitians. At least the Haitians are proud to be African and have still got that heritage of knowing where they come from. Your name is Julio Panderes. You got some Spanish and Latin man's name. You don't even know your culture no more. Your names
are not. Black people are confused, bro. Even I was watching one thing on TikTok. The other day about this girl from Cape Verde. And you know what Cape Verde people look like?
Yeah, they're all mixed over there. They took the indentured Indians there. And they sent a lot of our chiefs there back in the days. When we were fighting against the British, they threw a lot of them over there.
See a lot of them girls, from there. You see a lot of them people there. You think you think the whole country's mixed race.
Yeah. It's true. But most of the islands surrounding Africa, like Madagascar, Cape Verde, what's the other one? Seychelles. Is it Seychelles? I think it's Seychelles.
Yeah, Seychelles. Yeah.
They're all mixed because those are islands where they dumped everyone that was rebellious, bro.
Yeah.
And then they brought the Asians in after, and then obviously it turned into like Trinidad and Barbados and those kind of islands where everyone's just mixing. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bro. Listen, man, me personally, I love all my people, bro. Mixed or not, I love all my people. But I know the trickery being used against us, you know, to make us perceive each other as one's a lot more, you know, what's what I'm looking for? Appealing, and the other one's not that appealing. You understand?
Yeah, it's still the Willie Lynch. Of
course it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know if anyone knows about the whole Willie Lynch syndrome. It's literally the syndrome of that's what they used during slavery
Divide
to
and
pick
rule.
people to divide and conquer. So the tall against the short, the fat against the skinny, the light against the dark.
Yeah.
You know,
The elder against the younger.
the elder, the
Yeah.
healthy against the unhealthy, and
The
all
house
the other
house slave
just
against the field slave, and you name it, bro.
Yeah, so they used all of that, and that's why for me, and when I see a lot of black, bro, you know what's going on TikTok right now in America? There's like a diaspora war going on, yeah, where like all the FBA, the Foundation of Black Americans, are looking to like they're not gonna go to shop with only African shops in. I'm like,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know, there's two type of FBAs. Only one that I like. The ones that understand that it's highly possible they have no connection to Africa, but still will not disrespect Africa, right? And the ones who just hate Africans. I ain't got time for them.
Wait,
I ain't got time for them.
How do they not? The ones we ain't got time for, yeah? The FBAs, yeah? I saw a guy on TikTok yesterday. He said FBA stands for fear of black Africans.
Oh, man. Bro, trust me, look, there's a lot of FBAs I've met that are real people. They'll say, look, man, I love Africa. I love you guys.
Tariq Nasheed is the leader, isn't it?
Tariq Nasheed, no, he's not the leader, man. He's just the
He
most...
started this whole FBA thing.
Not really. He even says he didn't. They just kind of... He even says it himself. He says himself he didn't start. It just happened to have appointed him because he's a real African hater. He hates Africa, bro. And it's funny because when he done like...
he thinks they're Israelites.
I don't know where he thinks he's from, but all I know is what I don't
understand is if they're Israelites, where are the Israelites from? The original Israelites, though, are they not from Ethiopia? Is that nowhere?
I don't think they think they're Israel. I think they think they're Native Americans. He thinks they're like that's where they're from. They don't have no connection to Africa. And it's funny because when he made Hidden Colors. I won't say that because, bro, I don't want to disrespect them, but I don't respect the ones who diss Africa. That's it. But I'm not going to disrespect them because they might wake up one day and realize, why are we disrespecting ourselves? Like, do you know what I mean? So I don't want to disrespect them because I've already got this, like, one of my videos, I had an interview with Robin Walker, who's a black historian from the UK. And I asked one question and they have never stopped shredding me for that. So I don't want to get into it, bro. Go and watch the video if those of you watching. It's called Did Africa Civilize the World with Robin Walker, yeah? And I got no problem with FBA people. I've always stated I just don't like the ones who diss Africans. I just don't like that. I don't like it. No, we ain't from Africa. We ain't from no Africa. And they start talking about how they're from Africa, how they're Native Americans, and the way they say they're not from Africa, it's almost like it's a disgust. So to me, it's like
someone also said in the comments they're not Africans, but when Black Panther comes on, everybody's African.
So even that, I don't even want to sound like. Bro, I'll be honest with you. I just think black people, we've been through so many traumatic experiences that it's coming out in the way we perceive ourselves. You understand? It's coming out the way we perceive ourselves, man. We've been through.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I really think? My viewpoints might be a bit radical or whatever, but this is just how I think. And you know what? I like thinking how I think because it's different to like
everyone else.
I think we love hip hop culture because that's where essentially this topic started from. Obviously, the battle. Like we love American culture. They dominate everything. The dollar dominates everything and all that stuff. We love it and stuff. Yeah, but I think the Black Americans. Yeah, I don't want to diss them and stuff. Yeah, in America. Yeah, but like they are literally a cancer to the rest of the blacks in the world. The reason I say this
you gotta break that down. You gotta break that down because I need to get.
The reason I say that is because, bro, we've got to understand the whole world looks to them in terms of their culture and everything that we all adopt, and we like their music, the culture, and all this stuff, their slangs and all this stuff. Yeah, I'm giving just an example. This whole OnlyFans twerking culture that they got over there. Yeah. You haven't seen how that's slipped into Africa, into Nigeria and all the Ghana.
What I don't understand is for us.
No, have you not seen how it's corrupting?
I've seen it.
And how all these girls are also jumping on the same thing.
I've seen it.
It's because they're watching all these people and all these. They want to be like Cardi B and all these girls. They watch Housewives. You know what Housewives are Beverly? They want to be like all these women. They want to go have brunches and all. They want to be. And the reason why they say they're cancer because these people stand for nothing. They're not like the Martin Luther Kings and the people that built what these people are enjoying now. Because it's those people that built what these guys are enjoying now.
Yeah.
But these people are literally just killing it. They are killing it.
All right,
They're
you know what? Yeah.
They're literally a culture of degeneracy that's being promoted in America.
Right.
And it's the poster child for it is the black culture.
Yeah, yeah. All right, you know what? Yeah. You know what's so funny? I used to have that view back in the days. And the more FBAs I've been talking to, and the more I've been learning certain things, the more I realize the agenda. Now, me personally, here's my perspective. They have the biggest platform out of all black people in the world. So we're going to see their negative sides more than we'll see anyone else's negative side. Don't think that this mad stuff wasn't going on amongst black people before they put it on platforms. Do you understand? It was going on. It was going on. It's just that those people have now found their gods. So if you want to follow African Americans for their wisest, most brightest, most intelligent, and most positive influence, you'll find them. You want to follow African Americans for their most degenerate, their most ghetto, their most ratchet, you will find them. Because their platform, the goods and the bad, are bigger than anyone's platform in the black world. We've seen Martin Luther King. We've seen Malcolm X. How many of our leaders have we seen who had that much influence on black people? Because we never had those platforms. So we've seen their best, who've done the best that they can for black people, and we've seen their worst who do the worst for black people. So it's easy to like affiliate it with all of them, but it isn't. It's that group of people that they're giving money to embarrass the black community, bro. Those are the ones that we're talking about.
Even down to like the FBA thing we're talking about, only this Tariq Nasheed guy. Yeah. And you know what? I really like Tariq Nasheed.
I used to. I don't like him now. I used to.
So do I. When I used to watch like Hidden Colors back in the days. Hidden Colors, I was like, yo, this guy is the guy and all them things there. But I realized with America and a lot of these like, I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're genuine and authentic. I feel like some of them just look a bit like grifters and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because what do they actually really, really stand for? What is a foundational black American? It actually don't make no sense.
You know what's so funny?
Bro, let me ask you a question. If you're not from Africa, where the hell are you from? Where?
But that's the thing though, bro. Me personally, I agree with you because I believe...
I want someone to answer that question. Where on this planet are you from?
I'm going to try and answer it the best way I can perceive it, right? I disagree with them believing they're not from Africa. Maybe, it's true that people had gone to America before Columbus. It's proven in the produce we used to take over. We took over plantain. We took over a lot of things because we were trading with each other. Our empires resemble each other. If you look at the Aztecs and all those people, look at their empires, they resemble African empires, bro. The pyramids and the culture that they had. You can see that these people were trading with each other. And you can see the influence that the Africans had on the Native Americans. Now, I'm not someone that fully believes that these Olmec heads are 100% African. Do you understand? I think there might have been some influence from Africa, but I do think that these people had a powerful empire and we respected each other and we traded with each other. So yes, I think that's how we got over there. But to say that we are the Olmecs, we are the Aztecs, we are them, and no, I don't say we, sorry. They, to say that they are them, so that means that they have nothing to do with Africa. To me, that's a far reach to disassociate yourself with people that you're ashamed of. They're ashamed of Africa, if that's what I believe. I think through the media and through all the negative narrative,
they're ashamed of Africa because of the propaganda.
That's what I'm saying. All those negative narratives of the dark continent and poor, starving kids. I think that's traumatized them.
Someone also made a very, very, very good point. Do you know when this started? Do you know when all of this started, bro?
Nope.
The other day.
What do you mean by the other day?
Afrobeats.
Well, you think Afrobeats pissed them off?
Do you want me to pinpoint it more specifically?
Try.
It was one Burna Boy started talking with his big platform, talking the same thing I'm saying now, but he's saying on a big platform, saying FBAs don't have no culture in America. Remember when he said that?
I don't remember he said that.
Shut! I don't remember he said that. This is like
last year, saying, come home.
It caused a big, it caused a big talking point where a lot of people were talking about it and stuff. A lot of people were talking about it. He said that, and then he said a couple of other things, and I feel like with Afro beats have gotten so big now. It's like literally all over the world now. Yeah, I feel like hip hop. It's not. I watched because I watched a lot of these podcasts. I watched do you watch the Star Report? Oh, there's a guy I watch. It's Star Report. I watch his podcast.
And one of that Star, the actual guy who's yeah. He's been around for a minute, bro.
Yeah, so I watch his podcast and stuff. Yeah, and one of the titles of the podcast he put out like 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, was there's a festival in America, and the headline for the video was Africans are taking over our festival. Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what they're hating on Africans for.
It's not just them though. I think the trauma of everything we've been through, slavery, colonialism.
But I can hear your brothers.
That's what, but bro, don't you think that's what these colonialists intended? Can't you see it even happens in Africa? How many Africans really get along with each other? Bro, Nigeria is a country full of so many ethnic groups and they've been forced to become one country. But there's so many ethnic groups. Igbo's thinking, no, we want our own Igbo land. Yoruba's thinking, we want our own Yoruba land. We were never one country. We respected each other's differences and lived. And long before Europeans came, we respect each other's cultures. We had little beefs here and there, but we traded with each other. We respect each other's culture. Now they're like, no, you're one country. Come on, bro.
The same thing with I don't want to name it. The big war going on right now, you know, with the people that have been. You know what I'm saying? Because the P country,
bro. Look, I know where you're going with this. Wherever you're going to draw borders and draw lines, you're going to offend other people because that's their land.
They're living peacefully. Everyone,
but then a line got drawn. This is my portion. That's your portion, bro. The second look at Pakistan and India. England had every part to play in that. Look at Hong Kong. Every part to play in that. You're selling man's land to a next man, bro. Come on, bro.
This guy's on TikTok. I actually bookmarked it. This guy's on TikTok. I think he's like a professor that gives speeches. He said England are behind every single atrocity in this world has ever faced.
Fact. Is it an Indian guy? Was an Indian guy saying that?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think it might be.
Because there's one Indian guy, he drops knowledge, bro. Knowledge. Yeah. You understand? Bro, listen, look at Australia. Australia, bro. A lot of people don't even realize that land belonged to black people, bro.
Yeah.
Now, are those black people from Africa? We don't know. You understand? So that's why with me, with the FBAs, I used to have a very ignorant perspective of them because the things they said were so outlandish, it pissed me off as an African. It pissed me off. So I was attacking more from an emotional perspective. But when I actually started to listen to what they got to say, I started realizing, you know what? Even they themselves don't have one singular train of thought. They've got different perspectives on what their lineage is. But the main thing they have in common is that FBA, what I gather from what some I've had personal discussions with and I've watched, is basically them saying, look, we've been here for so long that we are the foundational black Americans. We may be from Africa, we may be from wherever it is, but we are the ones that were here first. And we don't know, we don't have, but bro, let's be real. Okay, bro, the thing is, look, a lot of people have spoken on their behalf before they can speak on their behalf. Now they're carved out their own identity. So I get where they're coming from, bro. Look, I'll give you a perfect example. If somebody kept saying to you, you used to be a slave, you haven't really got a culture, you've lost your culture, you've lost your roots. At some point, you're going to think, but those roots are so far removed. How can I be felt to be ashamed of something that I don't have? Bro, think about it. Just think about how deep it is, bro. They don't have any connection to that culture, bro. Like, which one are they going to pick?
This is why I feel like personally, that's why I love this conversation because we can, our positions. Yeah. This is why I feel like personally they are pissed off because, bro, like, how can you be? This is the thing when we're talking about African American FBA culture. What is their culture? What is it? What, hip hop?
Well, that's another good point because sometimes when they do mention their culture, they mention movies, music, fashion. They don't mention they don't mention how they will find a wife. Like we have a certain process of how we find it.
What's their language? What the language of the colonizers? What's their staple food?
Yeah.
So for you to call yourself a people or thing, you need to have an identity.
Yeah, but
they
bro,
don't have one.
Yeah, but bro, come on, man. You also have to understand what they've been through, bro.
But the thing is, I'm only speaking like this because obviously we're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
The thing is, I sympathize with them. We've all watched Roots and stuff. Yeah, I know the history of the
transatlantic slavery. Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't get out of my mouth right now. Yeah, I know the history. Like, so I've read books that made me cry and stuff. Like, that made me. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm reading a book right now about Congo and them things there, and the cobalt and them things there. But I read about these kind of. I've read books. I've done history. I've done research on these things. Yeah, so I know what's going on, and we really sympathize for them. But I think people are going crazy. Yeah, you don't even have no identity really as of yet. You're trying to diss your fellow black men, yeah, to identify with the colonizer. Yeah, you're trying to like what is it when you don't go to people's shops and you just
boycott.
Yeah, you're trying to boycott people's shops and stuff, yeah, but yet you're gonna go spend with the colonizer.
Yeah.
You're still gonna go to Target and all these shops and stuff, and still go spend it. But yet you're trying to take. It's such a backwards, stupid mentality. It's not progressive. It's just,
bro. Look, you know what it is.
Mentality.
Look. You see, my view of the FBA. Like I said, there's those who they've just taken on that label FBA to say that we are the first blacks that were here, but there's some of them who know that okay, look, we connect with Africa, we just don't know much about it because obviously, bro, look, we're talking about centuries and centuries of don't read, don't write, don't speak your language, bro. At some point, you're not gonna be an African anymore, bro. You understand? You and I, we know our culture, we know our history. No, let me finish. We know our history because as much as a lot was beaten out of our ancestors, we still were on our own land. You understand? We could run to the north, the south, the east, the west, and we could find places to survive because they couldn't colonize all of it. As much as they lie and say all of it was colonized, they couldn't colonize all of it. It was too big, bro. It was way, way, way too big. The same way you had the Maroons that lived in the mountains on a little island. You try to tell me on that big continent, there weren't people that found their own little places to come on, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So you have to remember, these are the people who kind of made it easier for us to still speak our language, still eat our foods. Yeah, we got influences from other people as well, but we assimilated it into our culture, all right? So it's like a melting pot. You have to understand, with African Americans, bro, they did them mad dirty. I'm talking like a Congolese, like, bro, just the country Congo itself. Look how big it is. Look how many ethnic groups are in the Congo, right? They're all together on one place and they say, right, that's it, you lot got to learn English. Like, imagine the first wave of people that got sent to the transatlantic slave trade, can't even communicate with each other, bro. They're children who got assimilated and were taught English and French and Spanish and Portuguese. They're the ones that could get along with each other. You understand? But the first wave of people couldn't even communicate with each other, bro.
Yeah, I've got 2 points to make with the FBA people. They're forgetting like some of the people that fought their greatest fights, like the Marcus Garveys and stuff. They weren't FBAs.
No,
they were actually from the Caribbean.
I saw this video where
and also as well, like they have this victim complex where they think, oh, we've been through all this, we want our own identity, we've been through all this. But the thing is, like as much as you've been through that, we've been through a lot in Africa as well.
Yeah. That's one thing I try and make everyone understand. Yeah.
We've been through a lot in Africa. Don't get it wrong. Like, even just little things that I can talk even from my experience, bro, we didn't have no electricity.
Yeah, but remember, they think we sold them, bro. They always say we sold them, but what they don't realize is them.
They're ignorant. They're dumb. They didn't. So they also didn't read the stories about all the Africans that came. That came.
Bro, listen. Look. Without a doubt,
that's how Jamaicans used to think. That's why they hate us. That's why they hated us.
Without a doubt, there was a slave trade where certain black people were made millions out of it in those days, right? Whatever the current currency was. But what they don't realize is they were selling their enemies. They weren't just like, there was no such thing as a Caribbean person or an African American back then. It was just Africans. Right? So if they sold their enemies, they didn't think it's because I can't stand you because you're Caribbean, because the concept hadn't existed yet. I can't stand you because you're African American. The concept hasn't existed yet. They were selling their enemies. They were catching over tribes. Yeah. Everyone on the planet was doing that.
Other tribes was their ops.
Yeah,
so they see them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Wrap
So
them up.
right.
I shot him for a quick little 3.5.
There we go. The same way when they became African Americans in America, you still had black enslavers, bro, who owned plantations. So every black person found some way to make money out of this thing. So it wasn't like I hate you because you're African American. The concept didn't exist. It was a concept of money back then. It snowballed into what it snowballed into today, where we can look back in history and try and look at it from a future lens. But in those days, these were just ignorant people making money, bro. So them saying that we sold it, I just can't grasp that concept, because how do we sell you? We sold a bunch of people that we didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Doctors, lawyers from other tribes, or thieves from other tribes, or
they forgot to tell the story about the people that tried to come back to fight for all of them when we was getting letters about how they were being brutally treated.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Even though Africans had slaves, the thing is with black people, I'm not saying I can only speak for black people. We've got kind, good nature and stuff. Yeah. Any other race. Look at what, for example, what the Israelis are doing to the Palestinians right now. They feel justified because they've been through stuff and it's a land that's promised to them and all that. We could say, bro, reparations promised to us, and literally F up the world wherever we go as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we've been through the most out of anybody. And it's not the Victim Olympics right now. I'm just stating the facts.
Yeah.
No one's been through 400 years of doing that and being... take the languages and everything taken away from them. You know what I'm saying? So
raped,
like
murdered, you name it, bro.
Also,
the Native Americans, and you
know,
know, this is what annoys me, the ones say, well, the Native Americans, I think, how can you take away what the Native Americans went through, bro? You really trying to tell me that Tonto and all them man there weren't going through hell, bro? Their whole country got taken, bro. Their women got raped. Their children got forced to be Christians. Yes, I'm trying to say, like, to me, it's dismissive of... Look, if all of us, look, let's be honest. Every melanated group on this earth has been done dirty, but we hate each other. If we came together, and really said, look, I'm different from you, different from me, but guess what we have in common? We've all literally been stripped of something that is a piece of our identity. That's why you got this confusion going on. Because look, as much as we as Africans, or Africans from the continent can say they have no culture or whatever, how do you expect them to have it? So it's not even an insult. It's how do you, bro, look what they've been through. How do you expect, bro, listen, let's just look at even just you and I, You and I, this generation that we are now, if we get stripped away from our children, right, and our children are forced to forget us, by the time our children have children, you and I no longer exist in their minds, bro.
Facts.
It's our teachings that carry on.
Facts.
You understand?
Facts.
Bruv, their teachings were stripped from them. Then look at parts of Africa where they burnt their libraries, killed their elders. Do you really think that who we are today, there's pieces of us not missing? There's a lot of us missing, bro. We may have like created new cultures as time goes along, and we may have remnants of our ancestors that still influence our state of mind. But think about the generations that could tell you, no, we never used to do that. We never used to eat that. We never used to drink that. And you'd be shocked thinking, no, but it's African culture. I'll give you a perfect example. I found out just 3 months ago, bro. You see the African material, that print that we have, it's from Indonesia, bro. It's Indonesian.
Oh, is it?
I found out that 4 months ago. What it is, the Dutch, the Portuguese, and the English, when they found that print in Indonesia, they tried to sell it in UK and their countries. Because that's what they've done a lot. They would steal things from their colonies and bring it back to their countries. Some of them were hit, like sugar, what's the other things, like plantain, pineapple. Some of them were a hit. Right, certain fabrics as well. It flopped. So what they done was they sold it to the African market. We loved the hell out of it. We learned to print it. Now today, when you see us walking around with these prints, I'm not saying kente because kente is woven, right? When you see us walking around, bro, it's Indonesian.
Okay.
If you Google it, you see Indonesians in black and white pictures from like the 1800s wearing that stuff, bro.
Okay, and that's mad.
So think about how many influences we've had even on us as Africans on the continent that we've adopted, and now today you think it's African. But our ancestors would say, what are you thinking? Now, do remember, because we had other influences, we still can hold on to pieces of ourselves. Bro, these were on islands, bro. Like, you go left, it's water. You go right, it's water. Where you gonna run to, bro? You're gonna be influenced no matter where you go, because you can't turn to anywhere. You understand me, bro? So sometimes I wish we could see those differences and find ways to like collaborate and just basically like, I'm not saying like,
but the mad thing in what you're saying is we do see the differences because you're saying it and I'm agreeing with you.
yeah, but those of us that do,
that don't
yeah, but that's what I said. Those are the ones I don't care about. I care about the ones. Look, we are not all the same, bro. Unfortunately, you've got some people that will think like this, think like that. I look for my tribe, bro. I've got a tribe in America. I've got a tribe in Australia. I've got a tribe in New Zealand. I've got a tribe in Africa. I've got a tribe here in the UK. I've got a tribe all over Europe, bro. Those are the kind of black people that I look for. I don't like the ones who are like, let me diss these Africans because I don't really respect them. And I'm not saying they must all have an allegiance to Africa for me to respect them, but they must at least respect me for me to respect them. You understand me? You understand me? I don't want to be dissing each other. That's why I haven't got time for those type of FBAs that are just like, nah, I'm a Native American. I ain't from no Africa. Why do you have to say it with so much venom and so much hatred? Just be proud that you're Native American.
It's literally similar to what the Jamaicans. I feel like it was between the Jamaicans and Africans because
certain Jamaicans.
I remember being younger.
Certain Jamaicans. Yeah.
Not. Yeah. I say yardies then.
Yeah.
Because like,
I want to say yardies. I say certain Jamaicans because, bro, I remember being a little kid back in 92, 93, seeing Jamaicans in Ghana moving there, bro. So there's
I remember when I was like 17, no, about 18 or something, I got a job in IKEA. And I wouldn't give this woman a discount. And she started calling me an African boo-boo and all them things there. You know?
I got called that in primary school, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking, yeah, even all them cussing thing.
Yeah.
They're like, we us Africans, yeah, we wouldn't say to, you Jamaican this, or we just wouldn't. We'll cuss you out, but we're not going to point to like where you're from and all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just tell you like your mum or something. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you know, bruv, it was a hatred inbred in them by people who told them that we sold them. We didn't love them. We didn't care for them. You understand? And then you had those of us who kind of like perpetuate that stereotype by not understanding them. So by them feeling like you don't understand me, it thought, yeah, it's true, you don't respect me. But the truth is, we don't understand them, bro. Remember, a lot of us were first generation hanging around with Jamaican kids, bro. I never seen a Jamaican before in Ghana when I was a kid, bro. I came here to see a Jamaican, bro. You understand? Yeah. Only when I went back to border school and I saw that loads of them moving to Ghana, I was like, oh, you're Jamaican, because I knew where they were from. But prior to that, I didn't know what a Jamaican was, bro. All I knew was Bob Marley. All I knew was Bob Marley, bro. I remember I just knew Bob Marley, bro, and I knew, okay, yeah, they got dreadlocks. I thought all of them had dreadlocks, bro. I thought all of them were Rastafarians. I didn't know they had Christians and they had Muslims. Bro, I swear to God, I did not know, bro. Do you know when I first found? I must have been like maybe 10 or 11, bro. Because I thought all of them were Rastafarians. Yeah, man, I thought I was all of them, bro. I didn't know there's some of them like who, you know what I'm saying, are Jews and Muslims and Buddhists and Hindus, and I didn't know that. Yeah, I swear to God, I didn't know, bro. And there was a time when, even if I met one who never had an accent, I didn't believe he was Jamaican, bro. I thought all them had. I remember meeting someone who had posh English accents and thinking that, where you from? And then when they said Jamaica, I'm like, oh, because I thought all them sounded like wow and all that stuff. You understand me, bro? So
like Cool Runnings.
I swear to God, you see you here. That's the worst Jamaican accent ever, bro. That Jamaican, bro. Even me as a kid, as an African kid, yeah, I knew that was not a Jamaican accent, bro. I knew that was not a Jamaican accent.
Yeah, it was comedy. You know?
It was an insult, bro. But see, this is how far we've come. See, back in those days, they would not employ a Jamaican to do that movie because they knew it won't sell. It's for the Jamaicans. It won't sell. But if you get one of them to pretend to be a Jamaican, it will sell. And back then, they had weird African accents because they didn't want to employ African to play the role. Even now, Black Panther, bro, his accent was crap, bro. His accent, he didn't sound like an African.
Bro. It's like, what's my man? Forrest Whitaker in Black Panther.
Bro, forget Black Panther. When he played...
now he's like this. You now have the power of the Black Panther. I said, what kind of language? You now have the power of the Black Panther. Bro, the guy sound like he's flipping Swedish.
Bro, not only that, yeah. Do you remember when he played Idi Amin in the last game of Scotland?
Oh, that was bad. Oh, bad boy.
It's a bad boy movie, but his accent was crap. His accent was dead. Yeah. His accent was crap.
It's true, bro. They be getting these guys to play like...
But no one's upset. We're just not happy with the accent, but we're not upset. We still love the movies. We watch them. I love Black Panther and I love Last King of Scotland, but I just wish the accents were a lot more on point. Do you understand me, bro? Yeah, bro. I relating that back to what you said in terms of like Joyner Lucas being mixed race, I agree. In the Western world, mixed race people are very confused, bro, in the Western world. They're very, very confused. And I don't blame them, because sometimes their confusion comes from both sides. It's how blacks perceive them and how blacks talk to them, and how whites perceive them and how whites talk to them. Bruv, imagine what it's like being half of something that used to call you half caste. They used to be called half caste, bro. You know what half caste means? One half cast you out, bro. And majority of the time, it was the whites, because they didn't want to affiliate themselves with the women that they were.
This is why a lot of mixed race people say they're black, and
biracial.
Which is cool. I, as a black person, the black people, the community, we're very accepting. They accept you as a black person, but don't also disregard the white side, because a lot of people, I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I feel like black culture or black things is just very playful to a lot of people, but people don't like I notice a lot of white mixed race guys. This is just in my experience. A lot of mixed race guys with like white mums, we usually have white partners, because they always like marrying the image of like your mother in it, sort of thing. Yeah, most of the time there's always exceptions to the rules. Most of the time.
So what do you think about mixed race girls who have white dads? Who do they normally marry?
White guys. If they have black dads, they'll more time go for black dads.
I think so.
Black guys.
That's quite interesting. I would love to know what the people in the comments think.
Yeah, put that in
the comments. I'd love to know what you think.
In my life, that's just what I've noticed, yeah? It's just because most of the time people marry in the image of like their parents or, you know what I'm saying, eventually, you know what I'm saying? So I've always noticed, like, because a lot of my, like, I got a few mixed race friends, yeah? Not one of them has black girls, but they all have white mums, and they all have white
Seriously?
Or the Kim Kardashian looking kind of girls, you know, like, but not black girls, absolutely not black girls.
See, one thing about me, yeah, I don't understand. Look, if you don't like black girls, then that's not your preference, fine. But it shouldn't be because you think they're not attractive. Because, bro, I'll be honest with you, the most attractive females on this planet, in my personal opinion, are dark-skinned women. In my personal opinion. I'm talking like melanated women, not just dark-skinned, melanated women.
Black
like
and the berry.
Bro, you see, bro, I remember one time Michael Jackson said something and I was like, oh my God, Michael, you read my mind. He was like, oh, the South Indian women, the darker they are, the more beautiful they are. He said it. He goes, like, if you look at the Sri Lankan women and the Bengali women, bro, I swear to God, yeah, bro, I'm married, but I'm just gonna keep it funky. Yeah,
just using a voice.
Bro, I'm married, but I'm gonna keep it funky. Yeah, you see those women, like the Trinidadian looking women that are mixed with Indian or whatever. Yeah, and they're like, I turn into an Indian for a second. Yeah. Bro, I swear to God, the darker they are, the more beautiful they are. Like Sri Lankan women, they're the darkest of South Asians. Yeah, beautiful. Bengali, beautiful. I swear to God, the darker like women in every culture in the world, to me, they're the most beautiful. I don't know what narrative they spun to make you think that they're not beautiful. And I'm not saying white women and all the women aren't beautiful.
Well,
they're beautiful too.
What narrative they spun. Everything around you is white. Jesus is white. Everything's white.
Because of that narrative that's been spun, people think it's like a diss towards whites. It's not. I'm just saying, like, that narrative doesn't work for me. Like, I genuinely think black women are the most beautiful women on this planet, bro. I'm going to be honest with you, bro.
Me too. In this country, they voted as this year or last year, they voted Prince William as the sexiest guy or something like that. That's all you need to know about this country. And then they'll say someone like, what's the girl? You know, he had his wife's sister, Pippa. Remember at the wedding, and they was like, oh my God, look at her butt. Like, because she thought she had a big butt, fam.
Bro, Brazilian butt
lift. The thing
Brazilian
butt lift. Arizona pancakes, bro.
All I gotta say, Brazilian butt lift. That's all I gotta say. And the truth is, the reason why they call it Brazilian butt lift, they don't want to call it African butt lift. They're all trying to look like African women. Let's keep it funky. All those asses they're trying to get, you find that in Africa, bro. Like, I grew up in Africa. I never, yeah, of course they're trying to, bro. Everything black women have, they don't even realize they've got it, bro. They don't even realize they've got it.
But you know what the crazy thing about it? Let's keep it funky as well. This is why, listen, one of my favorite, best songs ever, even though J. Cole's a waste man. We have never talked about the
J. Cole waste man, bro?
what he did in that beef as forever painted him in my eyes as a waste man.
All
But
right.
one of my favorite songs ever on this planet is Just Love Yours.
Yeah.
You know them ones there?
Ain't
Bro,
nothing
because
in the
when you
life
listen to
that's
that
better
song,
than yours.
bro, you've got to love yours, man, because a lot of people out there, they don't love this. They don't love this. Like, they're literally just looking out here and trying to keep up standards and all them things there. And you got to realize, especially when it comes to like beauty standards, or one man's trash is another man's treasure. So as you might think you look good, and certain man I tell you look good, and I see you and I'm like, hey, what the you look like Frankenstein and them things here. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, just like, bro, look at Little Kim, bro. Little Kim was so beautiful,
She messed
bro.
herself up, man.
She was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I remember, bro, I had posters of Little Kim, bro. You know them ones there, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, so did I, bro.
Little blackface girl, just lovely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look at this girl now. He literally looks like the bride of flipping
Plastic
Frankenstein.
surgery, man. Plastic surgery. Because she's trying to find some image of beauty that she isn't naturally hers. Same as Serena Williams. Look what Serena Williams done to herself, bro.
And going back, going back to the promoting the FBA conversation and promoting degeneracy. Now, going back to that point, see that all these celebrities and all these in America, these black women getting all these butt lifts and all these, they already have bums and lips and stuff, but they're getting it as well.
Yeah.
What does that do to the rest of the girls in the world? What are they doing now as well?
But you have to understand, I can't blame them because, bro, it's not their fault they've been given such a massive platform. Bro, American media has always been mega. It's been huge. So we're going to see the Italian mafia. We're going to see the African American culture. We're going to see the white culture. We're going to see their Latino culture. We know so much of their diverse melting pot over there. We know about all those demographics. Not many people know that there's Asians over here and there's Africans over here, because we don't. UK's never really thought, like, let me promote my culture to the world. They only promote the I drink tea, I'm cultured, and I'm intelligent. They promote that, so people see us and go, oh, hello there, chap. That's what people think straight away.
Pumping.
Yeah,
I think man's all about
because
pumping.
that's all they've ever promoted, bro. Whereas America's just said, hey, this is what we have, and we're gonna give it to you. You can have pizza, you can have burgers, and you can have salsa, and you can have cornbread. They've always promoted everything they've got. They've promoted it, bro. Black, white, you name it. So we know so much. So it's not their fault that we're seeing the degenerate side. We're not seeing their ghetto side. It's just that they're literally just exposing themselves to the world, bro. You understand? And it's just so sad because of the racism in that country that we see a lot of the negatives of African Americans. We see a lot of negatives, bro. They promote the negatives more than they promote. Bro, do you really think they want these people starting Fortune 500 businesses when they hate them so much?
That's true.
Bro, they don't even want these people drinking from the same fountain, bro. Just drinking water, they hate them doing it, bro. Sitting on a bus, they hate them doing it.
If you know the history of the Black Wall Street as well, you'll see that there is no way that the powers at hand want the Black Americans to prosper.
They bombed them from the sky,
that's why they
bro.
approved their degeneracy.
Yeah.
All this Jay-Z, all this hip-hop culture.
I'll give you the money to talk. Bro, think about it, yeah? What's that man from NWA? Is it Jerry Heller? The guy who managed Easy? Jerry? Bro, the man got angry when Ice Cube made fun of Jews. But you promoted all these guys to use the N-word. Even their name was Ends with Attitude. You promoted that and you never once was offended. But the one time they talked about you, you were offended. So what does that tell you? They'll give them the money to destroy their own sense of their identity, bro.
You heard the truth about Michael Jackson's, they don't really care about us.
No.
There's a bit when he's going, sue me. Apparently he says...
Ah, I see, okay.
What a Sue ran.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know where you're going with it, dog.
And yeah, obviously
Drazzy.
they cut out and and he came out. Yeah, anyway.
Bro, come on, man. Bro, that's why I said, me personally,
gotta be careful of this internet stuff as well.
I gotta link up with those that I want to link up with, bro, because I sometimes feel, like I said earlier, I sometimes feel depressed because I know so much and can see so much that I don't allow the stuff that distracts me to really, really, really like determine who I am. I'll indulge in it because sometimes I love negativity. I love gangster rap. I love a bit of the ghetto ratchet stuff because I find it entertaining. But I know who I am. I know who I am. And everyone finds entertainment in something, but it's just entertainment. That's all it is. Bro, people forget entertainment is meant to be for a brief period of your time.
Yeah.
It's when you're idle. because you have time to be entertained, to take your mind off things, but you have to get back to the real world after. And this is where I feel a lot of people, they're stuck in fantasy world. Like I remember I said to you in our last conversation, I used to know people who thought Styles P was the god of all gods of gangsters, and the man was signed when he was 15 years old. He's an entertainer. He's an entertainer. I'm not saying he ain't got no, he wasn't a gangster. He was, but bro, the guy travels around the world selling his music.
He used to say some grimy stuff when he was younger, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. All the lyrics that we used to listen to when he was younger, and how man wasn't like. Some people was like drawn into it and thought really believed it, but man didn't want to act out like these kids are and all them things there. Styles P used to talk about shooting a man in the head while he's taking a shit and things there.
Remember when he threw the guy off the building, he goes, take a holiday.
Yeah, like yo, we could eat together.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. And then he'll be like, what's up, Aki? What's up? I'm like, so you're Muslim? What's going on here? Then the next minute he's wearing a cross. I start cross. So it's like, bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Even Nas done that as well. Nas used to talk like he was a Muslim all the time. And the next minute he's like,
his name, no, it should be. His name is Nasir. That's
bro. I swear to God, bro. Even Noriega. Do you remember the days of when they used to roll with Tragedy Gaddafi hard? They used to use a lot of Arabic slang in their tunes, bro.
Remember at that time in New York, the Nation of Islam was rolling heavy. A lot of man. Like see, like Lord Jamar, see Rakim, the 5% and all them things there. They had a heavy presence,
and the Nation of Islam as well. Yeah, it's true.
So they had a heavy presence. So I think they influenced a lot of people. Because even like when you listen to like, a lot of Jay-Z bars, he's got a lot of knowledge about.
Yeah, Yakub and the man there, bro. He talks about that stuff. Yeah. It's deep, bro. It's deep. It's funny. I had an interview with a guy who used to be part of this organization called the Yahwehs. And it was a guy who said he was like Jesus Christ, but they followed the Jewish faith. So they even had that as well. They had that Jewish influence as well, bro. But But they always over there, they always like make it has to centralize around black people. So it separates. Like even Nation of Islam, it's kind of like black Muslims. It's separated from. Do you understand? And
like one thing. Sorry.
No. I was done.
One thing I'll give the FBA for though. Everything they've been through, they created a lot out of nothing.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But that was those before them, not this current generation. This current generation just sitting there moaning about nothing. They've achieved and done nothing. Nothing.
I won't say all of them, bro. Like I said,
what have they achieved?
The ones who that I like. Not the ones that diss Africa. The ones that diss are just a bunch of bums. Like Fat Joe said, they're a bunch of fucking bums. All they got time to do is diss Africa, jump on the internet, go on podcasts and disrespect Africans, bro. Like Tariq
talking about Tariq Nasheed.
He's a waste man. He's a waste man.
He's talking about Tariq Nasheed specifically. Bro. He hates Tariq Nasheed.
He is. See him, yeah. He is a waste man. The way he talks about Africans, bro. Tariq Nasheed, he is a waste man, bro. The way he talks about Africans, I swear to God, he is a waste man, bro. And I said that for my core, bro. I said that for my core.
Because you can hear the disdain when he's talking about
the FBI or somebody. He ain't FBI, he's FBI, bro. Somebody is making him talk that propaganda, bro.
You reckon?
Of course, bro. You feel they want us coming together, bro? Divide and conquer is always going to rule us, bro. He is an agent waste man, bro. I'm telling you this now.
And we're at a time right now where like, I feel like we're becoming more and more together.
We're a melting pot, bro. We're a melting pot, bro. Do you remember when?
What do you think of Dr. Umar?
That's my guy. I love Dr. Umar.
I was gonna say. I love Dr. I was praying you wasn't gonna say nothing negative. I was just like, that's my guy, though, man.
Bro, I love Dr.
I don't like when people say bad stuff about Dr. Umar because I feel like he's really trying, but the world is just against him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the reason being is because everybody wants to snow buddy. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Nah, I'm joking. But no, I love Dr. Umar Johnson, bro. I love Dr. Umar Johnson, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I saw you've put a video up today where people are actually showing everyone in school now.
Oh, yeah. Where he's letting everyone in and everything, everyone doubted him. Everyone doubted him, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm glad I can't wait. You know what? Secretly, I wish I was like Little Baby or one of these mad celebrities that go to fucking Icebox and spend fucking 600 fucking bags on the chain or something. How can you just drop 600 bags to Dr. Umar?
Bro.
How can you just help him? What the fuck's wrong with these guys, bro?
Bro, you know what's wrong with them? They
You're
were
gonna go give it to this guy, yeah. Your chain, you see, little baby bought that watch that was meant to be like worth 400, 500 pounds. It's worth like 40 pounds because the guy scammed him. Had he not took it on social media, yeah, and the fake watch buster busted it, he wouldn't have known. Guys are getting scammed,
because
left,
bro,
right, and center. And you and your brother trying to do something that's prosperous that you probably will be able to earn money from maybe in the future and stuff. Yeah,
bro. Do you remember that movie, the Panther movie that came out in the 90s about the Black Panthers?
Yeah, of course. He was when Huey Newton got killed in the dark and all that shit.
Yeah. Do you remember at the end? There was that guy who was like the local waste man, and the Panthers kept trying to make him join, and he was like, "Nah, man."
Yeah.
Do you remember at the end? He shot someone dead because he had the juice now because the crack cocaine came into the scene. So he was the powerful guy now, and the Panthers declined, right? These are the people that are getting signed. These are the people that they're promoting to black people because they don't want us. They don't want us thinking, bro. Bro, do you know what we do when we think, bro? Look at how we dominate things, bro. And we don't even mean to do it. It's just natural for us to do it, bro. Do you really think they want us thinking, bro? Loving each other, respecting each other, seeing our differences and using it to our strengths rather than making it divide us. Bro.
Who was the last person to preach that to us?
I don't know.
Pac.
Yeah. Pac was definitely killed, bro.
Well, of course he was.
Killed. That fake East Coast West Coast beef was just part of the ploy to make you think that's why they died. But the truth is, bro, Biggie was just used as a tool to get rid of him, bro. Biggie was just a chess pawn to get rid of the king, bro. And when I tell people, they get angry with me because they compare the two, but Biggie was just a chess. He was just literally a soldier used to get rid of the king. But that guy Pac would have got into politics. You know, Pac was a proper. If he was alive,
I think Pac's life was meant to go how it went, so he could be immortalized.
Of course.
Because a human just like me and you would have made more mistakes and stuff. And remember what a lot of people still forgot. Still forgot. He still had a case over his head
when he died. What was that case?
I think the rape case that bonded him out for. The rape case that Suge Knight. It was a bond. He was on bail.
No, he was serving time. He was serving time.
No, he was on remand. He was being held.
So all those songs he made, he could have gone to prison if he was alive. Yes,
he was still. I think maybe the trials wasn't. You know, like when the trial don't go ahead or whatever.
No, bro, he was actually in prison, bro. He didn't pay his. Did he pay his bail? That's a good point because he didn't pay for something. Yeah. You're right, actually.
So when you paid your bail, you still got to go. Your case is not over. It doesn't mean the case gets thrown away.
You know, I got to look into that because I swear that case got dropped or something.
I need to look into it, but from what I remember, I swear he still had a case over his head. Because when he was in jail, Suge Knight came for him.
I remember, and he signed the contract on the toilet paper. He signed the contract on the toilet paper.
He died shortly. Literally, he was out for like
2 years. Was it 2 years?
A couple years.
Yeah.
Died after.
Yeah. You're right. Actually, you're right.
The case wasn't solved, bro.
I never thought of it like that, but I swear to God, I do think the case was dropped. I remember him talking about it in the Angie Martinez interview, and you can't really talk about something that you're still kind of like on bond for. So I think the case might have got dropped or maybe got settled outside of court or something.
I need to look into it. I need to look into it.
Yeah.
But I think Tupac's life was meant to go how he went because that's how he can be the icon that he is now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you because like I said earlier about my firm belief in God, there are certain people which, in all honesty, they're sent here to do their job and go. And I don't believe that even they know who they are. Maybe their memories are wiped. When they get back up there, do they realize, oh, I'm actually an angel? Do you know what I mean? You know, and I think a lot of the African men who were good leaders who were killed were some of those people. You know, a lot of the warriors amongst the Native Americans who fought to protect their land were some of those people. A lot of the.
You know about Dr. Khalid Muhammad?
Khalid Muhammad.
Yeah.
You know, let me try and remember the name I've heard before. Khalid Muhammad. Why am I forgetting Khalid Muhammad? Who's Khalid Muhammad again? Why am I forgetting that name? The name is there, but the face isn't there. Khalid Muhammad.
I think it was NOI as well.
Khalid Muhammad. Why is the name? Who is he?
Serious. I think he was NOI as well, Nation of Islam as well. Serious guy. He's dead now.
Khalid Muhammad, the bald-headed guy. Proper militant. Yeah, his son's a millionaire or something like that. Yeah. His son's minted. Yeah, I know. Bro, how can I forget? I was trying to remember the face. Yeah, I know about Khalid Muhammad. Yeah, he was a raw. It's funny because I interviewed Brother Kaba, who was good friends with him. You know what I mean? He was good friends with him. And he gave me some stories on that man, bro. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, all these people, even Brother Kaba, he's an angel. He's an angel, bro. A lot of these people, they're angels. You know, they're all part of something that God has sent them here for, bro. They don't even know it because I think their memories have been wiped clean.
Yeah, and that's what bothered me because see, like in America, you got the Dr. Khalid Muhammad, you had all the like people trying to fight against the system because they know there's a system to fight against. But you got this current grain of FBAs and stuff. Yeah, they're happy in where they are. Yeah,
Stockholm syndrome.
They're just willing. They're so happy, they're willing to shit on other black people.
We got the best celebrities. We create the culture. No, you're creating the entertainment that's been marketed to the world.
You're just shocking and jiving for the world.
Bro,
who cares? You're shocking and jiving for the world.
You know what I always say, whenever you get those ignorant FBAs who say we're the culture, I always say, listen, just because people like your music, it does not mean that is a culture. That is entertainment culture. Let's talk about what's the ceremony process to getting married. You understand? Who do you take your elders to that girl's house, knock on the door, or do you guys just date each other and then break up the next day? What's your culture when it comes to that? You know what I'm saying? What's your culture of how you interact with your elders? Do you sit in the same room with them?
What are your morals?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Can you curse in front of your elders and it's all gravy?
Yeah,
I can't do that. You understand?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're so different that you see those ones. I don't respect them whatsoever because they're not the FBAs that I rate. The FBAs I respect. Believe you me, they understand the way the world works, bro.
They're an acknowledgement of all black people, all races, not just not just FBAs, and they think their shit don't stink in them things. You know,
these men celebrate things like Kwanzaa. They've got culture. You understand? They've created something for themselves that is positive towards their people, not the ones who just.
These Africans want to shame. These FBAs want to shame us because we're Africans. Bro, you don't speak English, bro. I can speak Yoruba right now if I wanted to. You know them ones? I'm sure you can speak.
There are FBAs that
you speak or whatever.
I'm Gan. I speak Gan.
Okay.
I speak Gan fluently.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, we don't need to speak the colonial's language or the master's language. Yeah. We can. You know what I'm saying?
I can switch it out real quick, bro. Like even bro, just the other day I met a police officer that was a Gan. Police officer, he was a guy. Me and him were talking guy. His colleagues were looking at him like, "Oh, I didn't know you spoke the Ghana language.
I didn't know you spoke that kind of language.
I didn't know you spoke that ugu boogu woogu." Why don't you climb up that tree and swing back to Africa if you want to speak that ugu woogu woogu?
And then everybody ask you after, what do you eat that stuff as well at home? That stuff,
that fufu, pound of yam, pound of yam and a goosey. You eat that stuff, eh, mate? Yeah, I love a bit of that. You know what I mean? But bro, listen, it's been a dope conversation. I'm sure most people watching this thinking, damn, you guys diverted off that Joyner and Skepta conversation. But you know what? Yeah. This is what we do, man. This is what we do.
We just vibing, man.
Yeah, even in real life when we talk, this is exactly how it is, man. The conversations just go all over the world and back, man. Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about in this world and stuff. Definitely. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is that what we're talking about, like, it's good. Obviously, we start with the hip hop, but the normal conversations we're having, the normal everyday conversations that people have, we talk about family, we talk about kids, we talk about religion, we talk about entertainment, we talk about all sorts of things. So we've covered a lot of ground and stuff. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that a lot of people will be able to relate to. Whereas it's not just the hip hop, where it's just hip hop heads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But guys, we're gonna be creating something of our own. We're not too sure what we're gonna call it yet, but myself and Fred, we're gonna be creating something of our own. So when we do, just make sure that you follow, subscribe. It's gonna be these kind of conversations as well. Do you know what I mean? Because I think we got a lot of good chemistry, and a lot of people. Our first conversation, a lot of people kept messaging me like, "Yo, you guys should do this and you guys should do that." So, you know, I think
someone phoned me yesterday actually, telling me, "Bro, I saw your thing with Drazzy." It's like, "Bro, you need to do more of that." I was like, "Yeah, we're talking about it."
It's natural. It's natural. And the thing is, we talked about it years ago, but it just wasn't the right time because we were both trying to find our feet on the social kind of media kind of, you know, world.
We've got young families as well.
Yeah, and I think now because we've kind of grown both our platforms, it's like, okay, yeah, cool. You know what I mean? Let's link up. Do you know what I mean? So it's the right time. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about the whole Skepta and Joyner thing. You know, if you disagree, feel free to disagree. If you agree, feel free to agree. And everything that we've talked about as well, let me know what you think. And yeah, like I said, man, when we figure out what name we're gonna go with, whatever it is, you know, just make sure that you go looking for us. Do you know what I mean? You know, we'll probably announce it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But bro, thank you very much for this conversation. It's been a dope conversation. Really enjoyed it.
Thanks for having me, my bro. Yeah. I love. We could talk all night.
That's it, man.
But yeah, man.
That's it. Now go, come off the camera and go talk that. Ugo.
I'm gonna go eat my food.
Go say. Oh my brother, listen, peace, man. Peace, brother. Blessings.
Yeah.
Oh man.